Oh, whoops.
It'd be very funny if you accidentally started streaming the goddamn fucking channel.
Hang on. Let me do something really quickly.
Oh yeah, by the way, everyone go to push to talk.
Gonna push to talk.
Oh yeah.
And go
PTT.
and go visit my my Discord stream that I forgot to do, and now that I did. Gonna minimize
Shit,
that.
my dice.
I added way more songs to the playlist. Although the mini player's volume button is a little like weird. But yeah, everybody's here. Let me. I have to click on Discord again. All right, fine. Oh what? Oh what the? Oh, you know what? It's fine. I can just do this. All right. Hello, welcome to Hunter the welcome to Hunter the Roadtrip.
Hey, Clussos and Clussies, welcome to the circus.
Okay, we're doing that now. All right.
All right, we're gonna wait. How do we?
Clussos and Clussies.
Yeah.
And there we go. Need to do a Twitch thingy. I will warn you, for some reason, that the Discord dice roll monitor thingy will disappear if I click on other things, because OBS is Satan and it hates me. But anyway, the last time we were doing stuff, we recruited we had our introduction, met Mr. Went to Waffle House for some investigating, and we found out about about some other guy who went to Cincinnati, but mainly we're focused on our current target, Ken Anderson, who looks like a different version of Ryan Gosling, depending on the eye that beholds him. And also, we recruited Mr. Hibachi at the Waffle House. And with all of that, we...
Well, wait, did we recruit him or did we just get his, like, contact information?
We got the 1 pound mate for the area, where we can summon him. We can summon Mr. Hibachi, recruited him. Anyway, warning aside, you are now walking outside of the Waffle House. And let me go to my folder.
Wait, so, like, if we're fighting, like, a werewolf, which we probably would die instantly, I'm just imagining, like, we like, call in our assist, and he just cradles himself. Like, I didn't know that we were fighting this. I didn't know we were doing this.
Oh, God!
What the fuck is reality?
All right.
You know, I thought the exact opposite and was just thinking we call him and Mr. Hibachi just shows up at the opportune time and flings a cleaver into someone's head.
Let's go, Mr. Hibachi!
Yeah, I have to wonder, when are we running into the Willem Dafoe character?
The Willem Dafoe character.
We're meeting the Ryan Gosling. When are we meeting?
You mean the Omni Gosling?
The Omni Gosling, as you've all lovingly nicknamed Mr. Anderson. But yeah, that's a good question. In the meantime, I have a question for all of you. Where do you want to go?
Okay,
Do you know about today's sponsor?
So, oh shit, I need to bring out my character sheet. The last thing that we witnessed was the Omni Gosling picture. So, how about we compare photos? Because the last thing that was said was, he has a beard. And then somebody else said, no, he's not.
That's hard to say because it's the same photo.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if we're gonna try and compare photos, it doesn't really matter much.
Okay. Can we just get the one photo that just looks different to all of us?
It's the one picture. It just looks different to all of you.
All right, so what does it look like to you guys?
Zach looks down at the photo and he's like, well, he's got a beard, he's got short hair. He's also got a little weird, like, bruise on his cheek. What does he look like to you guys?
Wait, is that a bruise that's on mine, AC? I can't tell. Or is that...
Oh, it was supposed to be a blushing of the cheek, but due to the color scheme, it comes off as a bruise.
Okay, I wasn't sure that was actually just part of the shading or not. For me, he's clean shaven, but he does have the short hair. Is it combed back for you?
Yeah, it is actually.
All right. So does it look different for anybody else, or does this? Or...
Yeah, that's just Ken from the Barbie movie on my picture.
It's really funny because
This guy's got blue eyes.
You had blue
Hair's
eyes on mine.
blonde hair, clean shaven.
yeah, that's funny. Mine has a beard and has blue hair.
Blue hair?
Blue hair.
Dr. Arkham stops conferring with Charlie for a minute, and he's just like,
Wait, yeah, is Charlie in the
says
dog
this
with
guy
us?
reminds him of Yoshik. He said he looks like the Yoshikage Kira, but he's got a little bit of a strawberry on his left cheek. Under the eye.
I see Kira too, Charlie.
I don't know who that is.
It's
that a celebrity?
character.
You're a lot cooler than I expected, old man. I'm gonna keep that in mind.
Well, you said that was Charlie.
So, Virgil, do you want to roll an insight check to find out who Yoshikage Kira is?
You know what? Sure. Wait, no, I already said I don't know. Virgil doesn't watch that much anime. He watched he watched Dragon Ball.
If you don't
he
watch
watches
much,
an amount of anime.
if you don't watch much anime, it has to be an insight check to guess an anime character.
Okay, so so this character was at. Sorry, also audience, I have an ulcer on my tongue that I may occasionally need to anesthetic as I talk that. Did this you said this character was at a manor, right?
He owned one here in town.
Do you guys want to scout out the manor?
I mean,
I thought we were going. Well, I mean, the problem is we don't know where the manor is yet. Were we gonna go to the Business District first?
Yeah, doesn't the Business District?
Isn't there a address on it on the website?
Yeah, oh, is there?
Wait, did we none of us check the website? Shit.
What is on this website?
The website has like a name. It just says he owns a manor, and there's like a selfie of him right next to like a swimming pool, but it doesn't have an address. It says the address is sorry, lovers only.
Very bold of him to say that.
Huh, maybe we should send an email.
Wait, does he have a phone number or like an email address on there?
Are you guys thinking about catfishing him?
I mean, I'm just saying. I mean,
I
I'm not
wouldn't be
particular.
catfishing if we show up.
I'm not really the best at that kind of stuff, but I'm sure one of you is.
He doesn't have like an. He has like an email listed for that site, but on the very bottom right corner, there's also a in blue text resume.
Oh.
This what happens when you click on it?
You go to a totally not like LinkedIn-esque site, and it credits him as a worker at a publishing firm. It's kind of vague though. It's more of a creative writings publishing. They seem to do stuff from like music to books. Sometimes a painting.
Does that have an address?
That does, but it's more of an office firm all the way up in Indianapolis.
Indianapolis?
Listen. It's a weird name for me. Anyway, although it says for him that he travels around looking for people to contract. He's more of like he's the guy where if a publisher wants to get an artist, he's the guy that they send to the door.
You know, that's an even more interesting aspect of this because we're not. I mean, how sure can we be that this guy's still there? For all we know, he picked up and left and went to go find somebody else. His manor might just be empty.
It sounds like he'll come to us.
If his manor's empty, it'd be a good place to see if he left anything behind and
that is true.
Scope out.
Here.
Well, okay. So, all right. So listen, we're kind of spitballing in the dark here about the website when we have a pretty standard thing. If we just go to like City Hall, we could probably get like we can just get like a layout of the place and like the address. Cause like it's not literally public property, but you know, it's public information. at the very least.
I mean, it might be. I don't know. Some supernatural shit tends to fly by under the fucking business side.
So this guy's the quarry, right?
Yes, he is.
All right. So it seems like, well, it sounds like he'll come to us if we contact these numbers.
I don't know why, and I have to release this demon out of my mind because it won't leave. I thought Steph was about to propose. Let me go email the guy, and it just imagined Steph typing an email, and all it just says is "want some fuck" for some reason.
That's
I mean,
if you
okay,
fail the
so
charisma check.
I mean, so I have an idea. You see, I'm not sure. I have a different idea since there's a resume thing for this. Because this guy's like in a publishing firm. Okay, so hear me out for a second. I wasn't exactly very audible about this stuff, but yesterday before we went to bed, I've been very slowly but surely working on a personal piece of art, a writing or a drawing rather, if you will. No, writing. I don't draw. I wish I drew, but I don't draw. Wrote a lot of stuff, and I have it saved on my iPad and my phone, and
This in character?
yeah, this is in character. This is like a real thing I'm doing.
Yeah, I felt in game 7 never said that, but it is copying his mind, though. I will say that he just never says it.
So what I'm thinking is, what if I just send him that, and then maybe he'll just come to us?
To what
Question: do
address,
we have
though?
any reason to go to any of these other places at the moment? Do we have any like incentive outside of
To what
exploration?
address, though, Steph?
I can so the thing is, you don't know the exact address, and for the resume, you don't know how to get into contact with this guy. So it would.
So like the resume thing, does it have like a thing where you can just like input specific files or something along those lines?
It does. Say it has a business email, segment where it says "Contact me if you have ideas," and it's a link underneath like all of his like accredited work.
Is there a Case's house?
I mean, you know, I'm okay. We can still focus on the casing his house thing, but like I'm just saying, I got some real juicy shit that I can just send him, and maybe he'll just apparate in front of us like a phantom.
Well,
I don't think it'll.
we can
what
send the
address,
email and explore.
I was gonna say, yeah. I was gonna also say that. Why don't we just like, Steph can send the email, and we can just still scout out some areas in like the general location of the city we're in.
Yes, you are audible, Rob.
All right. One thing I do want to say is if you're doing the email for more of the business side, then I won't make it really check for it. I was only going to have you make a charisma roll if you decided to go for the catfishing route.
No.
I mean, I have a pretty good manipulation as well.
But if you're gonna send him a business email, business is business. If like he kind of has to look at it. So you send that, you cook up your little email. You're like you tell him about your life's work you've been working on last night. And
should I make like a craft roll or something for like the quality of the thing I'm sending him? Performance?
I would say it would be. You could either choose either craft or performance, plus manipulation, because you're trying to get him to see it. You're trying to pitch it.
Okay, so
question.
Wait, not manipulation, charisma.
Can I help? Well, is charisma a thing? Yeah, it is a thing. I have a high manipulation. Can I advise Steph in a way that can on how to write the email?
Can we workshop
Is
this?
there assists in World of Darkness?
I forgot.
Hunter the Reckoning?
I was thinking
I
that
forgot.
I was thinking how we could do it, because I don't think the rules specifically state it, is either we can lower the difficulty, or we can add a dice if we are assisting.
I think... I'm fine with either. I think lowering the difficulty slightly kind of fits better.
Well,
Yeah.
I think we could do either or.
Yeah,
think,
that's. I'm fine with either or. I'm
I
just saying
might-
depending
that
on the
think-
context.
I will say the difficulty lowering was how it would probably be the easier one. How I did it the last time you split a roll was there was a difficulty 8 and I had 2 people just do a difficulty 4 check.
Mm.
And that was the original one. But I might just lower the difficulty on this one because that'd be less of a pain in the ass in the current juncture.
Because I was
Okay,
thinking,
so
like,
what would be the difficulty? Let me just check. What's the difficulty in this case?
I would say the difficulty would be around like 4.
Oh, then I auto succeed because I have 2 to manipulation and 3 to craft.
Alright.
Right?
Listen,
No, you still have to roll, don't you? You have to succeed.
Do I still have to roll?
I think you still have to roll. Auto success was something that I'm still unsure of. I think because I remember looking everywhere and I remember thinking that was more of a homebrewed thing. We'll double check later though.
So then, okay, so I rolled my d10.
Yeah.
I got a 6. I got a 6 plus 5, so 11.
All right. How it works is you roll like the dice for like and you see if you have any that will land on like a 6 or above, that's a success. And a difficulty 4 is difficulty 4 means that's 4 successes that you would need.
I see. Okay.
yeah, you
My
need to
bad,
count up the amount of, is it 6 pluses?
It's 6 or above is a success.
Yeah, so you need like, so you said it was difficulty 4, right?
Yeah.
So you need 6 of those dice to be, you need 4 of those dice to be plus 6.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. For example,
That's right.
in the dice roll channel, that test roll failed because there was only a 6, an 8, and a 6. That's 3 successes. That needed 4.
It's been a minute. All right.
Yeah.
Question, are you sure it's 6 up and not 5 up?
Yes, I am pretty sure. I'll go to the bio.
Because there's no 0.
Alright.
6 through 9 is a success. 10 is a potential critical success. 1 through 5 is failure. I have the Paradox Wiki up, the help us, for this exact moment.
And a 10 counts as 2 dice, right? 2 successes?
10's like a critical success. It also does count as that.
Alright.
Okay, so including the 11 that I rolled, how many more dice do I have to roll? Or should I just re-roll that too?
I would say you just need to roll like your craft plus manipulation like amount.
Oh, so I roll 5 dice then. Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
If you
wanted-
say
as good a time as any to refamiliarize myself, you know?
yeah, I meant to do that earlier, but I
was gonna. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I interrupted you.
Oh no, that's no problem. I meant to do this like before the stream started, but I got me and a couple others. Nobody's fault. We just got caught up on what's taking the internet by storm at the current moment.
Mhm.
Invincible.
Someday
I
I'll
was
get
playing Monster.
Hunter.
Yeah, I was playing Monster Hunter, so I don't begrudge you.
How many
Yeah.
5s you got? Or 6s?
Oh wait, 6s? Oh
You
shit.
need 6 up.
Six or above.
And I don't add any modifiers to that.
Not unless
we
you have
modified
a
the difficulty.
difficulties. Actually, difficulty was lowered to 3, I think, because.
Oh, okay. So you would have normally had it at 4, but you lowered it because of my help to 3.
Okay.
Also, I
So
will.
then
There you go.
So then do I still need to roll 6s?
Yes. You need to
Okay.
roll so the difficulty 3. You need to have 3.
All right, no,
6
okay, I got it. I understand. All right,
All
so
right.
I got a 5, a 3, a 0, which is a 10, a 7, and a 9.
It's like, can you type that in the dice roll chat? Those
Yes, of
numbers?
course. Here you go.
That way the chat can see it and I can double check it.
Yeah, I believe
5.
for the viewer, Justin and Robit are using their own dice.
Yeah, everybody else
like,
is.
I like real dice, but that's okay because I'll just type it in.
Funny
I
enough,
like
if
real
you
dice too, but how this fucking game system operates, I'm like, yeah, I don't feel like rolling all those dice at once. I'm just gonna let the bot handle it all at once.
funny enough, with the amount of you not only do you have a critical success, Justin, but if you had 0 help, it would have been a success anyway.
Because of the crit.
I mean, also because that's 4 successes.
Yep.
There's just a fucking
Alright.
like me and Bone are just like sitting at a coffee shop, and there's like a montage playing out of us like crafting the perfect email.
So you're all typing the perfect email, pitching ideas, and you get kind of a response from Ken Anderson at creativepublishings.org. I haven't thought of, I meant to write the name down, but I forgot.
I was really hoping it'd be a Gmail.
Holy shit, this publishing is
at
so creative.
hotmail.com or whatever. Fuck
Oh,
it.
Okay, that's
yeah,
better.
Let's go.
Ken
Are we
Anderson's like,
sure this is a real place?
Ken Anderson's email is like, look, this is really good. However, I am currently busy with a different kind of client than we've had before. A movie at the current juncture. We're shooting, do you think you could make it to Martinsville, Indiana for the next couple days? I'm in town and it would be more convenient. Sincerely, Ken Anderson at Creative Publishings.
How far? Wait, where are we right now?
Martinsville, Indiana.
Oh,
You're in town.
Wow,
you're already here.
I did not think this far ahead. What should I say?
All right.
Seven's gonna kind of nudge a bit at Steph and proceed to say that you should probably give us a day or two before agreeing, before setting the meeting, so that way we still have time to scope the area.
Also, he did
good
say
idea.
That sounds good.
that he was already busy with a movie client for today, so it couldn't be right now, anyway.
Oh, I thought he was asking us to be in the movie.
No, he was saying that he'll get with you guys after he's done with this movie.
Just right back. Can we be in the movie?
Our star left us, so we need some new blood. And you're looking hot, sweetheart.
I like the
That's
idea
the
of
problem. Dr. Arkham doesn't have a SAG card.
You know, we have a nice audition couch right here for you.
Oh god, I don't want to be in the audition
Oh
couch.
god.
Ugh. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
So anyway, now that you've sent the email and you've seen the response, what's the game plan?
All right, so we want to ask for 2 days, 1 or 2 days. Would that be good, I guess?
Yeah, 2 days till the meetup.
Okay.
What day is it right now?
The day right now is, I'm going to say September, like whenever in September fall starts. I forgot.
Or do
Did
we
you see
want
the-
or wait, do we want like do we want to just imagine it's like early in the week and ask for a weekend in case we get on any side quests?
You know, I mean, How about this? It's Wednesday, September, let's say 25th.
25th.
That's a good
Because-
date.
Because that is after the solstice, and then it's more reasonable to ask for a weekend because Saturday is the 28th, so that gives us 3 days to prepare.
Yeah.
That sound good to you guys?
All right, sounds good.
Yeah, it sounds like
It has been the solstice. You notice that there are superpowers awakened amongst your African American colleagues.
What the fuck?
Fuck, we're all white. Fuck.
Hey, speak for
Fuck it.
yourself. I'm Hispanic. Fuck you.
We like to have fun here.
And also you forgot that Roboot is Asian again.
I'm gonna be honest. I constantly forget the Roboot.
Is Zachary Asian?
Wow.
Yeah,
Is Zach Asian? That's a better
Yes.
question.
If you notice his
We're
final,
both Asian.
if you notice the thing about Zach, the skin tone on his like sitting down sprite is
Roboot in
darker
white face
than
right
his
now.
concept art.
Well, you know what? Steph doesn't see color.
Wait, what do you mean we're both Asian? I'm literally my
No, I
character
meant,
model
you know,
is white as the
Roboot
driven
and
snow.
No, I'm talking about me and
Oh,
Zach.
okay.
I got confused there too, but then I put it together.
Yeah. So anyway,
Also, orange stuff is literally no colors.
This fucking equation over here.
oh, step is like so. Anyway, you that aside, you set the date for the weekend. And it's like the 25th at the moment. You get a response from Ken. It's like, I kind of was planning to have it be on the weekend anyway, question mark?
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
See you then.
This wasn't intentional, but I can't believe
Could
I
you
just...
ask where to meet? I'm fucking
Oh, yeah,
slipping
where
back
should
into
we meet, by
Creed.
the way?
I keep doing Creed on accident.
You see an email response. This one is slightly less professional. In all caps and 3 exclamation marks. Shit! There's a library up in the Bleasness area. It's called that for a reason. It's weird. Don't worry about it.
I appreciate the commitment to the bit.
Wait, should we ask about the mansion? Should we ask?
Should you ask about your employer's house? That's kind of weird to do.
By the
like,
way,
I heard,
can I
he
get
has
your
another
exact
business.
address and social security number
has
and your
another
zip
business.
code?
But we can,
Isn't the mansion part of his business?
We can ask him
No.
about that after we've acquainted ourselves with
Bone,
Omni
one step at a
Gosling.
time.
The mansion is his house.
Hey, yo, what's your girl's phone number? Let me holler at her.
Wait,
Here's the
I
thing,
was under
Bone. Here's the thing,
I was-
Bone. The mansion is just his house.
Oh, I thought it was part of his like other business.
Nope.
I thought it was part of his OnlyFans business or something.
Nope.
No, it's just there for him to flex for people for that he dates.
All right,
Can
Seth, time to flirt.
But
You
But-
do not want me to flirt.
Don't worry, I'll do it for you.
Okay,
Uh,
no, Justin, I
I'll
need
hide
to
in the
know.
bush.
I need to know, is Steph actually the type to send someone saying, want some fuck?
here's the thing. I will say as the storyteller, if she failed the charisma check, yes.
Okay,
Yes.
wait. I'm actually gonna ask.
AC
so-
is the storyteller, which means if we fail speech checks, some
No.
disco ass Elysium shit is going to come out of our mouths.
No, we've already like me and AC already established that like if I specifically fail at charisma check stuff, it is like hilariously bad.
Okay, wait. So
Like
bit
complete
aside
other
about the
fail shit.
mansion, Virgil is actually gonna ask, Steph, how good are you at social situations?
Business and like casual stuff, pretty good. If you ever ask me to talk to somebody in any kind of way that is even like remotely sexual, I will either fail miserably or bumblefuck my way up the ladder.
Alright,
I
you
mean,
might
that-
want me
right?
with you on this meeting. I can probably schmooze this guy for info.
Yeah.
You think he
All
knows
right,
about
fine.
my
We
channel?
can work with that.
Are we like in a public setting still?
Oh, I
Or
was
like in a
saying,
slightly private setting?
I meant to
I
ask
figured we
you.
were like. I figured we were just like standing in the middle of the street doing.
I figured we were
Like,
like
we're
just-
standing
Still
in the...
Waffle House, aren't we?
I thought we
I
were like
thought-
in an
I was
alley
gonna
or
say-
somewhere.
I thought we were like in the middle of the parking lot of the Waffle House.
Yeah,
But I
was thinking that
thought-
too.
Six people gathered in a circle at the middle
Here's
of
the
a
thing.
fucking
Here's
Waffle
the
House.
okay. Let me break the truth to you guys. I said you just left. You're outside the Waffle House parking lot. Where do you go? And you guys decided to go to what you were gonna do before where you're gonna go. So really,
Funny.
you guys are just doing this in
we're-
the middle of the
we're at
fucking
the
parking
bus.
lot.
I
We're
mean,
at
the parking lot's
bus.
a good meeting
We
spot.
went
Nobody
back
can
to the
care.
bus.
We're at
Nobody
the
is-
bus.
We are at the bus.
all right, cool beans. Seven's just gonna chime in and say, you know, if you need like a guy with a sniper to make sure things don't go south, I can just like station
where-
up in the bushes.
At the library?
I mean, when you go to meet the guy,
I
yeah.
don't think he's gonna attack us in the
Libra-
library.
But when libraries have multiple floors.
All right, really quickly, I need to establish the where for everybody else objectively. So you're outside. I'll just say for some fucking reason you're able to call the bus driver, and he drove on down, and he picked you up outside.
Some way, like a cell
Cool.
phone,
Something on like a cell phone.
or just a
Must
cell
you have
phone.
Walkie-talkie. Walkie-talkie. You call them on the walkie-talkies you guys have, and you pick them up. I need to establish the win for everybody. The where for everybody.
You talking on that walkie?
I mean, we should probably still look at the map, like, and see where the library is.
The library, You know what I'll say when you the library is within the business district, but as you look into this, you kind of get a vague idea of the other locations in the business area.
All right. Okay, AC, I hate to say this, but I thought that fucking C word at the top, because of the Discord resolution, I thought it said cummy. What the hell does that say?
Wait,
Okay,
What the hell
it's
does that say?
comic book
comic book store.
Comic? Okay,
Yeah,
it looks...
Here's the thing,
Actually, no.
I could be like, maybe my handwriting sucks, but the fact that somebody else read it is like, okay, maybe it's a skill issue on your end.
I don't know, like, it's
Okay,
just...
but on my end, it looks like cumin.
Alright, I'll just
Okay,
say, I'll read them. I can read it. I'll
That
translate.
is clearly a C. I think some of you guys are
No,
smoking
like,
crack.
okay, so at the end, I've seen E's that look almost like C's.
It's a comic book store!
Are you sure
The
you don't-
pubic
like-
library.
Like, I had a slightly hard time reading it, but like I didn't read it as like cummies.
It was
Alright,
like,
okay.
Alright.
it was the first thing
Let
my
me read the
eyes went to.
locations. Comic book store, hotel, the bar that I forgot the name. I had a cool name, but I forgot it. Library. But I have the inside of the bar written down. It's fine.
Part of it's also the saturation of the red on the green. It just makes it a bit hard to see.
Pick your
All right,
location.
okay, guys. All right, so, I guess I'm kind of taking point on this one since I'm the one who sent the funny email. Anyways, I am aware of what the cumin is as a spice, Robo. Anyways, so I guess our first general idea should probably be scoping out the library. I mean, for all we know, this is like the library could be like a front for creating Ryan Gosling clones that he steals the souls of or whatever. Who knows?
Alright.
I'm
going
gonna find out, right?
Mm.
Alright.
So we go there. We can kind of jerry-rig a plan in which we pick a specific place to meet him at. We can go to a specific table in which we can have John Sniperman over here with his sniper skills.
You can call me
we could get-
Seven.
Seven can get to a position in which he can snipe the shit out of that guy if we need to. I could like plant a bomb under the table if I really wanted to.
Okay, I would like to ask, where are we setting up a sniper spot in a city? Are we breaking
On a
into
building?
What? Like these buildings?
I will
imagine
say-
have people in them.
Here's a street view of like a bit of the area if you want an idea, like near the library. Kind of looks a little something like this.
What, are
You
you
can
just gonna
absolutely
go in?
Stash a sniper, sneak on top, and like set up a fucking position for that.
I guess, but I feel like it'd be kind of conspicuous.
I am
He's not
very
high.
good. I am very good at picking locks, and I don't think Seven stands out very much.
Alright.
If you say so.
So you have you're picking your sniper spot. I might actually ask you to let me look at a character sheet. Roll.
Are you using a ladder? Are you using a grappling hook?
I'm gonna probably ask you guys to roll a wits plus perception. Perception. No, wits plus awareness. Difficulty like 4. To find a ideal rooftop with a good
All right.
shot.
Should that be me then?
That should be
I suppose
you.
that should be you. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I have like a 3 in wits and awareness.
Okay, I need to ask, so what are you going to use to get, like, how, like, say people enter the building to do their business?
I mean, depending on the role will
You know,
change the
fair.
building.
Fair, you
Yeah.
know what, true.
Okay, so let's see. Let me remember the dice roll shit. So what difficulty is it?
4.
So wait, do I have a pool of 6 because I have like 3 in wits and awareness?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, what was that difficulty again?
4.
4.
4.
Oh fuck! I forgot the.
Oh,
Okay, cool.
Fuck.
All right. Do you want to either spend a point of willpower to re-roll it, or do you want to see the building you pick with that result?
I'm gonna re-roll that.
There's a crit in there, so there might be something different, but you can re-roll it if you want to safer bet.
May I make a suggestion? We
What?
have the others outside, and we make a call if things get bad.
What?
And then we rush the interior with the rest of the group.
Nah, I think I like the sniper idea better.
Okay, just be careful not to shoot us.
I'm trying. Hold on, I'm getting knocked at the door.
Tertiary idea. I can put an explosive underneath the seat that he will sit in.
Okay.
That being said, there's a very good chance that he might choose a different seat, and then we'll be completely fucked.
I mean, we can choose the seat, but I really don't think this is going to be hot.
Okay. I was going to say, before I was rudely interrupted by my parents saying goodnight.
God damn them!
How dare they?
How dare they?
That is sarcasm. I was gonna spend a willpower to re-roll.
All right. You spend your willpower and you re-roll.
Whoa!
Critical success.
On a-
All right, nice.
You find a building that is somewhat, and because it's a critical.
Wait, quick question.
Oh.
Okay, are the re-rolls just re-rolling the failures? Because you just re-rolled the failures.
I think it just re-rolls the failures.
Like, is that how the mechanics work?
Yeah, but you have to spend a dot of willpower, and willpower can, and there could be some willpower points you'll need later on.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you had to do a full re-roll or just re-roll the failures.
It's re-rolling the failures. Also, this bot is made to fit the rules too. So there's also that.
Assuming that are there not rules about re-rolling failures? I mean, outside of the willpower thing, if that is how it works.
Well, I'm sure it's
Well,
fine.
it's willpower.
All right, it's fine.
All right.
It's fine.
So
I was
anyway,
just questioning.
because it's a critical one, I will give you. So you find a building that is a little distant, but but isn't like too far away. And not only this, it has a good shot in, and the building is abandoned, and it doesn't look. Has been abandoned for a while, so it doesn't look like a lot of people are going in to check in on it. So there's gonna be no randos in here. It's an abandoned building, perfectly in shot, and it even has an access to the rooftop.
Crazy. We have to do literally nothing. This is like a gift from a proverbial god.
How close to the library is this? Is this like kind of like far? Like, is Josh gonna have to account for now? This account for like bullet drop, or is this like perfectly aligned? I asked this for like difficulty reasons. Kind of
okay,
like,
the difficult.
Do you have to take the Coriolis effect into account?
Because if it's like a block away, then at that point it's gonna be like a hard difficulty. But if this is right next to it, then that's great.
I would say because it's a fucking critical, it's probably right next to it. But
all right.
But yeah.
I was gonna also ask, are we doing like FPS shooter logic with like the sniper shots, or like are we gonna have to account for bullet drop shit? Like,
I mean, whenever I say bullet drop, I just meant like what difficulty level would it be?
Here's the thing. It mainly how shooting will work and aiming it is you gotta get your stats and you have to roll a difficulty. And if you want to specify a body part, it may change depending on it, because like maybe a headshot might be a single difficulty higher than like a center of mass kind of thing.
Like if you want to do like VATS or something, okay.
If you want to do VATS, it kind of works off VATS logic, where the tinier parts of the body are harder to hit.
Yeah, it's really just about the vibe of how difficult it sounds.
Yeah.
So if it was like a city block away, I would imagine it'd be harder than if it was like next to it.
It's not like a D&D or Pathfinder where I have to get the fucking ruler out and do the equations for like the range. Hell, you don't even need a map, but so yeah, just keep that in mind. So you get your sniper spot, you're scheming. So are any of you guys near the library itself while you're plotting this out?
Zach sure is.
I assume that we were kind of like plotting this out as we were scoping, so we're probably near the abandoned building.
I was gonna say Jerry's probably casing the library.
Yeah,
Wait,
Zach
can you
is
see the
probably
map
going,
again?
"Oh,
Uh,
please let me talk."
Oh, you go.
Sorry.
Okay, you
Thank
go.
you.
I'll get the map.
Zach is probably just like walking through the library, just reading some books, pretending to be a patron, all casing the joint.
So I will say, Jerry and Zach geographically closest, with Zach being in the library itself. So I'll say these two kind of see somebody standing next to a telephone pole, looking almost longingly into the library. Song's a bit too ominous for this.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the music when James encounters the double pyramid heads.
Okay, so I assume me and
So you
Steph are also just kind of looking around for like good
That-
spots to meet up.
I would say everybody else is like looking in various places around the library, while Zach
So-
is figuring out the abandoned building. You know.
So do you think that we should like see if the staff is like weird? I mean, like, don't get me wrong, this
What do
looks
you
like a
mean
shot in the
weird?
dark. Because, like, for all we know, this could just be a regular public library, but it's like, I don't know. I want to see if there's like a causality behind the fact that look, this guy is like specifically saying the library and not his big cool mansion, which I guess is his house. But it's like I don't know. I'm just thinking,
So,
like I don't know, go apply for like a library card or something. I don't know.
So wait, I have a suggestion of how we do this. All right, so some people are kind of looking around. Is Joshi in the abandoned building, kind of like looking for setup spots right now?
Yeah, he's kind of.
All right. You mentioned. Sorry. Okay, so Steph is kind of investigating the area, and you mentioned there was a guy at the window, right?
No, there's somebody at the leaning against the telephone pole, next to the library. And that was for the people who are geographically nearby the library.
Okay, so this guy is not like at the library.
No, she is outside the library.
All right. Does anybody want to take up talking to that person, or should I go talk to that person? And I ask this out of context because we're kind of each wanting to do a different thing and in different locations.
All right.
I think I'll go look. I'll go check out the person and ask them if they are looking for anything in particular.
All right. I would say
Just to confirm, AC.
yes.
Me and Seven are in the abandoned building.
Oh, alright, confirm, you and Seven are scoping out the abandoned building. I'll say Virgil and anybody else raise of hands are going to go talk to the woman staring longingly, at the library.
Is, wait, what is Nor doing? Or Dr. Arkham?
Looking through books on tape.
Alright, so I'm gonna go over to this person and kind of and casually ask if she's looking for anything.
All right, Team A, Bone. So cut A, Bone. Cut B, Zach and Seven. Anyway, so for Bone, you approach this lady. She's kind of looking depressed, and you ask what she's looking for. She's like, you know, it's interesting. It's weird. He gave me a promise, you know, that he'd make my dream come true. I didn't know he'd take away all the others. She takes a draw from a cigarette and exhales.
Oh, you looking for somebody? Or did somebody hurt you?
The latter. I had a book, and it might sound a little weird, but I had a publishing deal go horrible, and I lost my spark. No, I don't know how. It's just, I was on fire after he gave me that deal. It was like, I wrote the best thing I have ever written. And then after that, after I gave it to him, I can't think of anything creative. I can't even write like a children's fairy tale. I can't think of anything creatively. It's gone.
Who was this guy?
Some publisher prick. Think all the co-workers called him, all the other people at the office just referred to him as Mr. Anderson or some shit.
Oh, I think I've heard of a name like that.
He's around here. I wanted to double check to see if he wasn't up to whatever he did to me. Because I don't know what it was, but it was like I wrote he did this thing where like a bright light was there, and then I wrote the best thing I ever wrote, and then after that I couldn't write anything ever again.
What was this thing you wrote?
It was... She looks at the library and she sighs, but almost kind of sniffles almost, and it takes another draw from her cigarette. Realm of the Heartbroken. Had some juvenile drawing on it at first, but it was a fantasy novel. It was about a woman going on an adventure after her husband died, trying to find meaning in her life again and finding friends and all that. It was moving and all that, and even to the other person I showed it to, even to Ken, it was moving. And Ken wanted to finalize it. I gave it to him. He said there were issues, and I never saw the book again. I tried finding a spare copy of it, but the door was unlocked that day, and the spare was gone.
So, this was unpublished?
Unpublished. It was meant to be. It was on the finalization process, but it just, poof, kabam, just last minute.
Sorry to hear that. I'm gonna offer her a cigarette from the box I keep on me.
I'm gonna need a lot more of these by the, just in general. But thank you for the gift. She takes the cigarette you offer and stomps out the one that she was smoking.
Well, if I ever meet this Ken Anderson, I'll ask what happened. We have a upcoming publisher ourselves looking to meet him.
He has this way. Nobody will believe.
Publisher, and I meant to say artist.
He has this way where it's crazy, it's supernatural, and he has this charisma with people. Nobody in the office would believe you if you told them.
Would you call it hypnotic?
Almost. It's like more of a salesman. You know, like a sleazy salesman that works at their company, so they're more naturally inclined to believe in his bullshit.
What did he look like? Do you have any features that were distinct?
Brown hair. No facial hair. Kind of looked like, Ryan Gosling.
Trying to think if there's any more ways I can get something out of her. Can I use any sort of... insight is a skill. What would I... is there any skills I can use to try to gauge anything more out of this person? Like, any hints?
I would say she's, like, so tired, she doesn't see any reason to hide anything from you. Like, telling you that a stranger approached her and then there was a bright light and then she was super, like, at the peak of her creativity sounds like the ramblings of a crazy person already. There's nothing really she's hiding from you.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Okay, did she already say where she met him?
I was out in the city, Indianapolis at the time. I went there to meet him because of a more professional spot, but we both ended up, I live a town away from here, but he ended up living in this area, so we ended up going over another meeting here. Funny enough, it was this library where we conducted our second meeting, the one where I gave him the book.
Sorry, did you say where the first meeting was?
In the city, Indianapolis.
Okay. Huh. So, where did you meet him after the library, or was that the last time you met him? Did he just show up and disappear, or did you meet up multiple times?
He showed up and he just disappeared. He just vanished. I did try to contact him, and his information was there, but he never responded to anything.
What's your name?
Sarah Johnson.
Well, Sarah Johnson, this was enlightening. If I ever meet up with him, I'll have to be on the lookout. Can I get your phone number in case I get any additional info?
For now, but...
My name is Virgil.
Nice to meet you, Virgil. Got a kind of a funny name. Libraries and all that. Got me thinking of parallels. But anyway, I will warn you. If you know a creative that wants to sign up with them, don't. Get them far away from that man.
Duly noted.
And she, I've been trying to look in to see if he got any deals recently, but I think there was something about a movie, but anytime I try to contact anybody, there was already like people there, and they almost seemed like they were warned about me, like I was some crazed out burnout or something, so I couldn't get close.
Do you know where this movie is being filmed?
Right here. I looked it real into it, and the most I can find is apparently there's a big, like, dramatical scene that's supposed to happen at the Fall Festival.
Oh, wait, do we know where the Fall Festival is already?
Hosted around the Bleasness District was the last I said.
Do you know where in the Bleasness District it is?
They have a giant bright neon Ferris wheel. You'll know when you see it. When you're in the district, you'll know. You'll just know.
Duly noted.
It's the only thing in this town that's really worth a damn.
I'll have to go check that out. Well, Sarah, this was enlightening. I'll have to keep a watch out for this screwball.
If you see Ken, tell him I said go fuck yourself. She stomps out the cigarette and walks away.
Alright, so I have gotten Sarah's phone number. We have exchanged phone numbers. Let me add her to my touchstones, I believe.
It's more of like a temporary thing for while you're here. A temp contact.
Alright, I'm just trying to figure out where on the character sheet to even write that.
You can probably just type it in session chat if you're gonna share it, or your own personal dice if you want to keep it to yourself.
I'll put it in history.
Alright,
I'm going to head back inside and basically relay this information to Steph and all like the scary shit.
So, you gotta do that, and you're recapping, and we cut back to an abandoned building.
Alright, so question. Are we doing, like, these, team groups, like, am I currently talking to Sarah as we are cutting to the abandoned building?
You're recapping this to Steph when we cut.
Okay, so time is moving forward.
Yeah, so you're recapping this to Steph, and we're at the abandoned building. This is Seven and Zach in the abandoned building. So
in the building, like you can see immediately, like Zach pulled out his GoPro and he's pretending to record.
So Seven, do you have any thoughts about Zach pulling out his camera?
Seven's going to shoot Zach a look real quick that he can't see because he's wearing sunglasses in a dark abandoned building. And he's simply going to place... I hate to use a meme to describe this, but fuck it, it's the only way I can describe it. You know when the girl's like gonna remove that one Snickers bar off the table, and it's just the guy who places his hand on hers, and he cuts back and he's just looking deadpan at her?
Yes,
that's
I know
Seven.
that one.
That's Seven just giving Zach that look before he has time to fully pull it up.
Zach, you didn't mention that the camera wasn't recording, but would you like to mention that to the person that's in the room with you?
Yeah, don't worry, Seven. It's not recording. I'm just pretending to look busy.
You don't have to pretend to look. No one's here.
You're
True, but just in case.
You're walking through. It's an old clothes store. It's kind of dark, but it's not too dark because it's still like 12. It's like the afternoon. So you're going through this place. There's like mannequins set up with clothes on them. Place is a bit of disrepair. There's some graffiti on the walls. And shit. And you find your emergency you find like employee only like door. This is the staircase that leads to the rooftop.
Are the clothes still good?
Some of them are. The ones on the mannequins are kind of torn. You also notice you notice a woman mannequin in the corner that doesn't have any on. And you would rather not think about the state of that mannequin in particular. Somebody fucked the mannequin.
Guess they didn't.
Is it something that we wouldn't want to take a black light to it?
It's you wouldn't want to take a black light to it.
Okay, gotcha.
You don't want to know.
Yes. And Zach's just gonna look at all like the tattered clothes on the mannequins, and I'm assuming that there are still some hanging on the coat racks and stuff, like as if they were for sale. He's just gonna go like, guess they didn't bother cleaning out inventory.
Yeah, they usually don't.
Really weird. Seems like an awful waste of fabrics and materials.
You'd be surprised what a bunch of stuff gets wasted, especially by government.
Yeesh.
You notice that there's also some shelves that are like empty. With the implication being that squatters have come here to like get a fresh pair and leave before.
Looters.
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't my first rodeo in an abandoned store.
I will say something that does feel somewhat odd is that the only clothes that the article of clothing that seems to be looted the most are gloves.
What do you think, Seven?
Should I make a wits check to see if like Seven can like ascertain anything from the fact that it's only the gloves?
I would say you can either like kind of like, it would depend on like if you're just kind of thinking of trying to gain like a reason, then I would say insight plus like intelligence would be the check. Difficulty 3, I'll give it.
What was the first one again? The skill?
The attribute is intelligence. The skill is investigation. Or you could choose insight.
But
3.
Wait, did you say awareness or sorry? Can you say that again?
About attribute, intelligence. Skills would be insight. Actually, yeah, insight and intelligence would be this.
Okay. What's the difficulty?
3.
3? It's an uphill attempt, but fuck it. Oh wait, I completely fucked that up. Hold up. I didn't put the difficulty. That would be a failure.
So you can't think of like any like thing like why. I guess your only guess is like people want to keep their hands warm, or maybe like something about maybe fingerprints, and those are the only two thoughts that come to mind, is keeping your hands warm because it's starting to get colder because it's autumn, and like maybe some fingerprint shenanigans. That's it.
Okay. Well, I will say, because I think Seven's a little bit more streetwise. I think he notices something off, but he can't he doesn't know why it's off to him. I'd probably say he's probably more like what would he react to, I think.
Yeah. So you take like a note either mentally or physically, depends on how you want to play your character. And they take notes and like, huh, that's odd. And you guys do you guys want to make your way to the rooftop and get like the visual?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So you two march up. And I will say, you open the door, and at first, you're just kind of in the middle of the rooftop, but you can't see the streets yet. But if you were to approach forward, I would say, difficulty 3, like, stealth check. Stealth plus composure to kind of duck. That way, nobody from the driving on the street below sees you.
What?
If you move forward, you do not have to take a stealth check if you just want to observe the edge of it from the doorway.
Oh yeah. Also, ACI posted something in the Sesh Gen chat.
Let me peep it. All right.
Urbex 101.
All right.
So, we'll have to make a check if we move any further.
Yes, if you move any further, you'll be seeing the streets below, and there are cars down there every now and then. So it'd basically be you would have to duck, so like you can like kind of look over it, but make sure a car doesn't spot you.
What would be the checks?
The checks would be, I would say, stealth would probably be stealth plus dex, because dex is like you're crouching. Like, you're crouching under for cover, so I'd say it's more of a dex plus stealth. Difficulty 3.
Alright, I'll make that.
Alright. Making the, roll at the moment.
You said 3, right?
Difficulty 3.
That's success.
Alright, with a critical. Now here's the thing, you kind of already have an idea that the streets below are gonna spot you, and the little, like, I forget the name, but there's like the walls are like a little above the roof, which are like perfect for you to crouch behind. I forget like what to call that, but you kind of get an idea, so you immediately kind of roll into action silently, and you're just kind of ducking your way to it. Nobody spots you. And you're able to get a shot of a brief glance of the library from that rooftop without anybody below being able to take a peek that you're up there. I assume because Zach did what he did, Zach didn't follow you, so Zach doesn't even have to make the check because he's back there.
He didn't immediately follow him, at least.
He didn't immediately follow, so he doesn't have to make the check for now. So Zach, what do you want to do? Do you want to try to walk through the doorway after you do your thing?
Well, Zach's no stranger to having to avoid people see him on rooftops, so he's just gonna like crouch down and then go forward.
I would say
to, like, stay low.
I would say because Joshy got a critical, I'll say for now that you're covered because of it.
Okay.
So you kind of get a glance. You're aware of urban exploration. Which, hey, this is your forte, and also you see the stealthy one being stealthy, so you put 2 and 2 together, and you immediately also break into under the cover. So you two are ducked behind the cover, and you're facing one another. So what do you guys want to do? You guys want to discuss anything? What's the move?
So, Seven, this is where you're gonna be setting up your little sniper nest?
Yeah, pretty much. Got a clear shot from here, most likely. We'll probably need to tell others that we'll have to write down. Storyteller. Exactly how much of the library are we seeing? If you could like demonstrate this, like what is like a clear angle of like where I can see from where I'm at?
You can see the side wall, but you also see a window, and that window leads to a table with a couple chairs like lined up to it. and you get a perfect shot of this window. You can like look right into it if you were scoped in. So assuming that there would be a meeting spot in the library, it'd probably be where that table's set up. That is your view. Is there any other explicit descriptions you would like to be making about the environment?
How clear is it for me to set up a sniper? Is the sniper going to be, or should I say, is the rifle going to be like slightly like jutting out of like the side of the roof, or is it going to be like, is there enough leeway to the point where it's like I find like it's like I don't have to like slightly be elevated. I can just have like the sniper at like ground level, or I guess the level of like the roof.
Alright, unfortunately, what's giving you your stealth right now will not give you your stealth later. In fact, the stealth right now, because your sniper, you have to angle it on the thing you're taking cover from. Although the night can obscure it, the only downside is that there might be a little more traffic at night due to the fall festival that's happening closer to the center of the Bleasness district.
Would Seven notice any lights that would be on at night or anything else?
You would notice some like street lights, you know?
Would there be any of them that would be around or near him necessarily?
There's one that's like a little further away from the building, but because it's closed, the lights near the building are off. The lights that belong to the building are off, and the lights near it are very dim, and they're more like above the doorway shining on the sidewalk and not on the roof itself. The most you can maybe think of is if the festival has a giant wheel, like Ferris wheel, then like there may be a slim chance that like the neon light of the Ferris wheel might catch like a highlight on the rifle, but it's not going to be like a giant bright neon sign saying I'm a sniper. I guess what I'm trying to say is it's possible to be undetected, but my god, is it possible to fuck up.
Alright. Is there anything else? Is the rooftop barren?
Oh, it's barren. Like, other than like a little smoke thingy that's supposed to like spin around, put out smoke. I forget the name of it. I see them on buildings and shit. It's just
those chimney-looking things.
The chimney-looking things. It's a chimney-looking thing, a doorway, and nothing else. It is completely barren other than that.
It is a flat surface besides some objects that aren't even that big.
Yeah.
Looks like this.
Let me peep. Let me peep this on my phone. Yeah, kind of like that. A bit
gravel on the roof.
Gravel on the roof.
Well, that kind of thwarts the idea that I did have briefly, where what if there's a bunch of debris, like leftover stuff on the roof? So it's like, okay, what if I just simply cut a hole into a box and then Seven gets in the box and facing away from maybe like any lights that would be on top of him?
I mean, Zach could probably like scrounge around to see if there are any leftover cardboard boxes downstairs.
Well, the problem is that a single cardboard box is going to stick out like a sore thumb.
I will say the only thing is because of that little barrier that you're taking cover behind, the only thing that would kind of stick out is the actual, like, the barrel of the rifle if you aren't careful. You could, if you get, like, a small box, you could maybe do something to hide behind it. But any further information from me would require you to spend a willpower point to grab a nice little hint.
Yeah, I'm not going to spend enough willpower.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think so. Like, where exactly is everything on the rooftops situated? Like, is like, what was this? Like, is there something? like if this is the exact picture, which way is facing the library? Like in the image that Roby
Alright.
posted.
Actually, let me turn off the dice roll preview so I can go into that chat and pull that image up on the this for the people at home. Wrong browser. There we go. All right, this is for the people at home. We're gonna go back to dice rolls and we're gonna flip this switch back on. So, do you see to your right? There's that. Okay, to the right of that, how there's that blank, not obscured by anything.
You might want to zoom in slightly.
It's not. It's for some reason. It's the one time it doesn't let me zoom.
Can you control scroll wheel?
Wait, control. Yeah, you're a lifesaver. Okay.
You have to reset that afterwards, but yeah.
But anyway, so. Okay, you see the right? How that's like blank. Nothing obstructing it. That's your shot to the library. The vents and shit's on the opposite side of the building.
All right. So, is it most likely that like, lights would be hitting like Seven from like, could Seven realistically use like the vents there as like maybe like cover slightly?
Yes, the lights will be coming from your like right. From where the camera's facing is where the light will come from. From like the actual festivities, I'll just say. That'll be your hint of where that is.
Would it help to have the map open and kind of deal with, like, figure this out from the map view?
It's fine right here.
I will say the library location was moved a little bit in the Business District. So I'd be zooming in on Also, I don't know if there's any abandoned buildings in there, so I'd have to just zoom in on a random ass building.
I was kind of thinking of just having that.
But yeah, that's like, I think that's pretty good. I forgot, but like we're gonna have like still like 2 more days after we've done scoping, right?
Right, for the weekend at least. However, the fall festival is gonna be going on for like a while, so it'll like happen tonight, and it'll also happen for like several nights afterwards. Also, because it'll be going on multiple nights, you never got when that movie will be shooting. You only just knew that your meeting would be after the movie was shot.
Cool.
So the only freebie there is that you guys never thought about, oh yeah, he's gonna be with a team that's gonna be nearby.
Wait, I thought we got the location, didn't we?
Yeah, you did.
I mean, there might be a distinct chance that like, hey, that he brought like a whole posse with him that might be waiting outside in a van or some shit.
That is a fair point. But yeah. So any other last like prep and setup you want to do for your sniper spot?
I think the sniper spot's fine, and we have that mostly covered. We can probably retreat a bit. I'm more curious about the general like area leading up here in the store in the abandoned building. Can we take another look at that maybe?
The abandoned building. All right. So you exit and you take another look at the entrance. It's very clearly like the mannequins up front are a little disheveled, and you notice that there's a bit of a light that shines out on the doorway, but there's one of those for every building. And there's also the back entrance near the side. But one thing I need to point out is that the nearest brightest light that would be from above the roof, that'd be on like a telephone pole, is nearby another building. So this is probably the darkest area, even though there's a light at the main entrance.
All right. I think that's all I really need to do. Wait. Am I allowed to do? Well, is there any point in doing? Nah, I'm not enough to do that yet. Sorry, I'm not adapt to do an investigation check, so never mind. I guess that's pretty much all that there is.
So there goes Group B. Holy shit, I just realized that the people who are grouped together are grouped together on the stream layout.
It sure is.
I just
Yo,
now
noticed that
noticed
too.
that.
How appropriate.
May I
Oh, boy.
make a suggestion for whenever we go back to Steph?
I'll probably be in a minute, because after Zevin and Zach, I'm gonna cut to Jerry and Arkham because they haven't done anything.
All right.
I
But-
thought they were casing the library with them.
Yeah, they are, and that I thought okay.
Wait, were they outside or inside?
I thought they were inside.
I'm inside. I'm trying to find a good place to hide when the meeting's happening, or be around. I guess.
Virgil was cut A. Virgil was right outside, and then Virgil walked in at the end. Seven and Zach are at the abandoned building. Steph, Jerry, and Professor Arkham are all inside the library itself. So this would be like the three of them. But I'll have the cut, but I might do a little time thingy, but bear with me here. So Jerry, Arkham, and Steph, you three are investigating the library. It's just, let me try to see if I have a calmer track.
Okay, wait. So Steph is with them because I wanted to make a suggestion.
Steph is with them.
All right. I was gonna say, like, could you go back to them while I'm still talking with Sarah?
I was literally about to do that. I was
Okay. I
Don't
thought
worry,
we were
already-
on the same.
already covered.
Yeah, I figured we were on the same wavelength, but I just wanted to confirm.
But yeah, so this is them stepping inside. So, Jerry, Steph, and Arkham, the three of you are inside the public library. It's almost a labyrinthian maze of books, but that's just how public libraries are, It's normal. There's people at the front, and it's just there's not a whole lot of them, but it seems pretty normal. So is there anything you guys want to be doing while you're in here? I'll go from left to right. So, Steph, what is your move here?
I know Ken Anderson's name already, right?
Right, everybody here knows Ken Anderson's the name.
All right, cool. I kind of just want to like go up to whomever's in charge of the library, or just like if there's like a counter, just kind of like go up to them.
You walk up.
If they're,
They're there. There's this older lady.
Okay.
How can I help you, dear?
Hi. Yeah, I was just I'm just a bit curious. Has a guy named Ken Anderson ever, I guess, patroned this this library before? Has been around, I guess the word is.
Oh yes, he has. He usually uses it for business meetings. He was actually planning to be here in about like a couple hours to meet with another client, though it's kind of weird. He's usually a book one. This is a movie. Can you believe it? A movie. I might even be in it. My grandson loves those kind of movies.
Oh. If you don't mind me asking, how often does he come by here, actually? Like, you say he uses it for business. Like, is this almost like every day? Every couple of days?
Bi-weekly. There's been some months where he doesn't show up, but mostly bi-weekly.
Okay. No, I was just a bit curious because I'm doing an article on the guy. I wanted to learn a little bit about him, like his goings on, so to speak.
Oh, my daughter is a journalist.
Oh, that's cool.
She works at the paper. Yeah. So, you're a journalist, yeah. I guess before, and she just kind of like prattles on, but before she says, so, you would have talked to Ken, right, for the interview?
Yeah.
If you promise to put in a good word for my daughter, I'll tell you when he shows up.
No, lovely. Yeah, that sounds great. I'll just make sure to I'll make sure to do that. What was your daughter's name again?
Shelley O'Brien.
Shelley O'Brien. Okay.
You know, it's funny. The movie director, she has like a very similar first name.
Hmm.
Why do you
Must
have
have been fate.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, he'll be here in around like a couple hours at least.
Well, I was supposed to do something to keep myself busy. Where, I'll just look around. I'll just see what I can find. Okay. Thank you very much.
You too. You walk further into the library to find a spot, and as you do, Jerry walks into the building. I would say with Professor Arkham. They're both kind of prattling in as well. Well, not prattling. They were in the whole time, but you're out in front, and now they're kind of walking in. So So Jerry, what is your move? Oh,
Gerald?
let me
No,
check.
I forget I'm on push to talk. Sorry.
Oh, no,
Is there
no
any
problem.
sort of like central space?
Central space?
Like central, like in the
Oh,
in the
central.
library.
The central
Uh,
part of the library.
Well, you mentioned it was a labyrinth, so I
Like, is
imagine
there-
it's mostly halls.
Yeah, is there like a seating area, or would the meeting be happening in like a side room?
So I will say that as you're looking, you're figuring out. I would say it's more of a like kind of like not a side room. It's like next to a bunch of bookshelves, but it's kind of further in. But as like Steph's going in,
Is it time to get out the MS Paint to quickly draw a layout?
no, I can work with it for now. I'll probably put up clips of paint in the meantime. But you walk further into the labyrinth with Jess and whatnot, and Steph. That's the whoopsie doodles. Anyway,
It's okay.
Please, my friends call me Jess.
So you walk into the building with like when you walk into the side room and you see Steph is already like kind of looking at the table with the seats. And you see like the side room, there's some books on the shelf, like on the table already. It was there before any of you arrived. But you kind of get like a view of the place. It's like and there's even like a little window that's kind of like positioned a little bit further up, if you know what I mean. That kind of looks down into the side room. So as you're looking at this window, and you and Steph are in there, you're kind of like, you've kind of realized this would be the most likely meeting spot because it's a place where it's secluded. You can talk about more confidential business back here, and there's a table set up. And as you're kind of like looking at the table, if he is available, what does Dr. Arkham do in the library?
He is trying to keep abreast a good eye of who's coming in and people's movements. He's just sort of watching from the corner of his eye while just fiddling around with books, just taking things off the shelf, putting them back. Not exactly committing to anything of particular interest.
May I interrupt for a second and ask, is the dog with us?
I'm not bringing the dog. The dog cannot come with me many places, so
Okay.
I'm leaving him. But he's back in the car. He's back in the bus.
Okay, because I didn't know Charlie was with us, so I wasn't sure about the dog.
Well, I know a guy who can get a service vest for the dog.
That might come in handy.
Yeah, something to keep in mind.
Get a blind person cane.
Now, as Steph and Jerry kind of sit down, they kind of realize this would be the place. Before they can discuss plans, Dr. Arkham, you see an individual walk into the library. Skinny individual wearing all black, circular glass. It's Virgil. Virgil's walking in.
It's me!
And Virgil, you notice Virgil walks in. Virgil, would you like to ask any questions to Dr. Arkham?
All right. So, in terms of questions, I really only have stuff I want to do as like a group thing. I would probably round up each person and kind of find the seating area with the windows. Excuse me, also while I take some Ambisol so my ulcers in my mouth don't make it hard to talk.
Okay.
So as you do that, you're kind of you go back there, you recap everything about your conversation to Steph and Jerry.
Yes, and I have a few additional takeaways.
Anything?
If I may.
You may.
All right. So first, I'm going to say that the movie might involve the book that this Sarah person had. Can I do some sort of check to see if I can kind of intuit what this guy might be, what the deal with this guy might be, with his supposedly creativity-sucking powers?
His creativity? I don't know. That might be an edge thing.
I would assume like it'd be a cult, wouldn't it?
Let's say it would be a cult, but I would say for you specifically, it would be let me go here. Let me double check something.
Like it wouldn't get any bonuses for my specialty, but I mean, would I be able to do just an occult plus intelligence maybe, or maybe wits? I think wits is like instinct.
So did it? Where is it? What? I will say this is a part of the library like edge as well. However, if you however, I will say the only thing instead of a roll, I will rule out something for you.
Oh, okay.
And for kind of like you're figuring it out as with like the rest of the group. It's like in your experience hunting, you've never really heard of vampires drinking creativity. They kind of just drink blood.
Could I assume that he would like have heard of other creatures? Could I just do like a high difficulty check?
I would say it would be a difficulty like 5 or a difficulty like 6 occult plus. Let me check the character sheet.
Now, would Arkham have a better chance of this?
I think Arkham. Do you have the library edge?
I do.
Do you have any perks with it?
Let's see here. I have library asset, which helps me when I'm trying to find how to halt monsters or creatures in my area.
May I get like a clarification of like what a cult is, if it's not going to be predominantly like noting down like what a monster could be? Because I kind of figured that's what part of it was for.
It is kind of that, but the weird thing is that this could also like walk on like the edge thing, because a big thing with library is there's a perk of like who they are, and it's supposed to be a bonus. Oh, that's a bonus to that. But for
I kind of just figured that'd be a bonus.
A cult would be like a vague idea of of what like area this would be in. So I would say it would be your occult plus intelligence, difficulty 6.
Could both me and Noir do one of these?
You can, and lower it to like around like a
Well, I meant us doing our individual rolls. Would we be able to get a bonus, like an advantage, to both of us? Like, putting our heads together kind of thing?
Yeah, you know what, I'll say it's an advantage. I need to figure out how the assist rolls work again. I meant to double check that.
I don't think that's in the rules. I just figured we were homebrewing this.
Yeah, we're homebrewing. You both get an advantage on this.
Like, I would say that we just either lower the difficulty or give an additional dice roll depending on the context.
It gets lowered to like we lowered the difficulty to like 5.
All right, so we both roll.
Yeah.
All right.
I will also say, something to keep in mind for Dr. Arkham, because of library, if you spend about like the day researching the quarry before making the edge test, I can also give you a clue upon like a win, and you would just have to do resolve plus academics.
What do you say difficulty
Yeah,
was?
that sounds about right.
But for this check, it was difficulty 5 because it was reduced by 1. But it's occult plus intelligence if you want to do it the non-edge way.
All right. So I'll do that. I believe I'm doing this right. Okay, I failed. I will not spend over willpower.
You
How do
know
we get
it's
willpower back? Do we just rest?
you just have to rest. Superficial kind of comes back with like some like in the middle, like midday. At the end of the day is when like the aggravated stuff comes back, and
All right.
so
No, I might as well spend willpower. I don't think I'm gonna be using willpower for a lot right now.
I would say it's like you guys have been researching this. It's around like 3 p.m. I'll say time wise. I will say it'll take a bit
Okay, I failed.
because this is the day everybody's like kind of researching, I will say at the end of this, Dr. Arkham can do the edge pull, where it's resolve plus academics, and Dr. Arkham can receive a brief little clue about what type of supernatural thing this quarry is.
So it's gonna be a pool of 4. What's my difficulty on that?
The difficult, kind of clue, so he's trying to say that, usually they're around difficulty 4, but this doesn't really list the difficulty on this one specifically. No, difficulty, I'll say difficulty 4. Alright, let me check you. Oh,
3-9.
damn! That's like...
Wait, did you only have 4 dice for this?
For resolve and academics together.
No, I resolve in academics, yeah. So you
I
kind of...
figured you would have had like 3 in academics. Sorry, I interrupted.
So you kind of power read through it, and you can't get anything like substantial, but there's a weird thing that does kind of pop up, and it's a word. Unseelie? You see the only thing that sticks out is a word spelled Unseelie.
Can we get that written out?
I will write it out. Probably.
See, I know what unsheely means.
I also know what that means.
You do?
I mean, Jerry doesn't.
Yeah, no, I do not diegetically know of the unsheely.
Oh.
Is that how you pronounce it? I've never heard it said out loud
It's
before.
Irish. There's 3 different ways to pronounce it.
The word.
Irish.
You don't know anything else other than that word that stuck out through all your research. Unsheely. That word specifically. Nothing else. Just that.
Can we Google it? It sounds like it's something that can be Googled.
You cannot Google this one.
Okay.
I
meant like even diegetically we can't Google it.
I meant diegetically. You can. Actually,
Alright.
Here's the diegetic Google if you want to. I would have to give you it. You guys can't look it up on your own.
Can Virgil diegetically Google this word?
Yes, but I have to be the one to read. The storyteller has to read the result.
Okay, go ahead.
It is a term in Celtic folklore. It is, you know, that it is something about evil, malevolent fairies.
Would Virgil be aware of changelings at all as a concept?
No. Vaguely. You know that there exist, you don't know any much else about them.
Alright, so he wasn't, like, warned about this by his hunter group?
Nah, his hunter group kind of has other specialties.
Alright, fair enough. So, would Dr. Arkham, like, be able to further investigate this maybe over the course of a night?
Over the course of a night, Dr. Arkham can look a little bit further into it.
Alright, so we'll handle that later. I had some other additional notes to bring up. Let me go to my hidden dice roll. Alright, okay, I am going to call... this might be out of order in accordance to time. Just assume that this was done in the best possible way, time-wise. So I'm gonna call 7 on the walkie-talkie and ask if he can see us from the window.
Would I be even at the window at this point in time?
This would be right as you and Zach are, like, right outside. Like, you guys just kind of figured out little things, but you're still right at the entrance, so you can walk right back up.
Yeah, I'm gonna, like, ask if we can, like, narrow down the best position. So I'm aware.
Well, then, I'll simply, inform, Virgil... Someone will inform Virgil about, like, the general, like, location that he saw with, like, the, chairs and table.
Alright, so the third window, we'll just say that.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what,
From the left.
what floor it was on.
Yeah, it's first floor. It's,
Is it first floor?
Yeah, it's not, it's a, actually, no, scratch that. It's on the second floor. There's only 2 floors. It's a small library.
In the reading room, I guess.
In the reading room.
Yeah.
You just know you got a good shot on it.
Alright, I'm going to also mention that we should probably arrive early so we can pick out the seat ahead of time. And, let me see. I'm going to suggest that perhaps... I might have already said this. Did I already mention that he may have stole the book ideas from, Sarah for the movie?
You can mention that.
Alright, I'm gonna mention that I think that this movie is going to be based off Sarah's book, and he's gonna take credit for that. And I'm also thinking that there might be, and I'm kind of saying this out of character, but also in character, just to kind of organize my thoughts, that this guy might not be working alone, and trying to blast his brains as soon as possible might not be the best idea. We might want to figure out about his accomplices.
So I just want to clarify rather quickly. So did you specifically tell, like, so you told everybody about? Did you tell them about the ability to steal people's, like, ideas and creativity and stuff?
Assume that I said everything, like, that Sarah told me, so I don't have to repeat it all at once.
After you say that, you see like, Steph gets this, like, wide-eyed look and then grabs you by the shoulders and starts shaking you like, we need to kill this guy!
Can you modify your book so that you don't give him the real thing?
I put it in an email!
Oh, you didn't give the whole book? You didn't give the whole book, did ya? It was just like a vertical pitch, like an elevator pitch, right?
Yeah, it was the first 2 pages.
No, that's fine. You have a whole thing. You can't, like, he's trying to get the entire thing. You can make some changes, and then he'll possibly steal that creativity instead.
They're gonna hear 7 go, hello? I was going to reply back to you.
I thought you already gave the info.
Well, I gave the info, but I had additional info to give, which is that of, hey, I wasn't going to right away cap the guy. I was going to set up a sniper position, because I know these type of people. They usually don't run alone. They run with a posse.
Fair enough. Anyway, okay. So how about so does he know that it's Steph that wrote the email?
I don't think I put my name down on there, if that counts for anything.
Do you have a pen name?
He would have seen the name of
I
the email.
don't feel comfortable saying it in a polite space.
Because if you didn't give away your real name, I guess I'll be saying this out of character. Because if you didn't give away your real name, then that would mean that I could go as you, and then then I can make some shit up. He'd be trying to eat off of me.
I mean, not to be mean about it, but if you're willing to risk your creativity, then by all means.
Don't worry, I'm fine.
Great. Oh, by the way, he's actually coming here today, like not like prior to like the date. So, like apparently he's meeting with somebody else. So, at the very least, we could spy on him at that point as well, because he doesn't know what either of us look like.
All right, that's pretty good. Okay, wait. Let me see what else I wrote in my notes. Yes. So I mentioned. So I guess like in my prelude, my off-screen prelude, we should probably also scope out this Ferris wheel movie set.
That was actually the second. That was the second thought that I had. We probably want to like because I mean like, let's be like, because like this guy's like some kind of producer, right? So he's like financing that film, which means he's probably got like more guys. I mean, no, he's probably going to be coming with guys, but like if he has like a whole like film studio of goons, then like we might be in trouble here.
Well, the question is, how much of a goon are they, or how much of just the normal paid employee? How many henchmen does this guy got? It might be none.
The question.
But was this the guy with the bullet punch, or was that the other guy?
The
guy that blew out the guy's head at the Waffle Shop.
The guy who blew out the other guy's head, that guy fucked off to Cincinnati.
Yeah, I want to know more about that guy, too.
I mean, at the very least, for all we know, this guy could also just be like a huge pushover. Like, he might just only have the shape-shifting powers, which is why he probably either A, needs goons, or B, nobody suspects him, and he will be completely unguarded, which I doubt, but, I mean, it's definitely a possibility.
Maybe. Question, we don't have, like, little earbuds, do we?
You guys have like walkie-talkies for each other and the bus driver.
All right, I was gonna suggest like that Seth kind of hide in the bushes and secretly feed me like ideas of how to like bullshit a story, but we might need to just rehearse ahead of time. And so we don't know how this guy is going to steal creativity, if he does it like instantly or if it has to be like over repeated sessions, and maybe he needs eye contact. So if Steph is not in the perimeter, I could probably just get the entire like book idea and then recite that. And then he might though react strangely, and this is kind of in character, out of character. I don't know if he can sense that it's not my ideas or not. So that might be a thing to look out for. He might just end up being confused. So it might be good to have. So do we know where everybody else is setting up? Is Jerry around here?
I would say everybody, like Seven and Zach, are at the abandoned building. Everybody else, library.
All right. Is Zach going to be accompanying words? Ulcers.
Yes.
He's so comfy.
Is he going to compy Seven?
Yes.
In the abandoned building?
I was gonna say, like...
I've been with him, yeah.
Yeah, he's been with them the whole time.
No, I meant, like, during the actual execution of the plan.
Oh, during the actual execution?
Yeah, probably.
I was about to go, whoa!
Wait, what?
All right.
Is he gonna koopy with Seven?
Yeah, is he gonna koopy Seven?
Sandwich. Anyway.
Ew, crypto.
Say, what?
Right.
No, that's.
I said
Omicron.
sandwich after Koopy. Yeah, it's Omicron.
Oh, Koopy sandwich.
All right.
It's still bad.
So those were my thoughts. Excuse me, as I anesthetic my ulcers. Any other thoughts from you guys?
Maybe I should go to a hardware store and just get like a big bag of hammers, and then I put a bomb in it, and then I put it directly into this guy's mouth.
Do you know how to make a bomb?
Yeah, pretty easily actually.
Do
You would
know
be
how to get the
surprised-
bomb into his mouth?
What would the stats be to do a bomb, AC? I'm actually curious.
Technically, it's supposed to be ordnance and then a skill check, but is how it's supposed to go.
I thought ordnance was just like you knew like how to acquire bombs directly, like advanced bombs. I thought that you could still like craft a makeshift bomb.
Either obtained through one or many connections or put together by the hunters themselves.
Would you say Steph can or cannot make a bomb? Can we have it be an unreliable bomb?
How long does it take her to make it?
I will say, if you don't have the ordnance thing, I will have a dice roll on the detonation. I'll be that generous. I'll be generous. You can make the bomb without it. There's just a chance it will either dud or blow up early.
Which might not work.
It's random.
Or might blow up in your face.
Or you might get lucky and it might work perfectly. Do you want to go gambling, or do you want to wait until you level up and get that assurance?
You know what? I trust our abilities for combat. We have 4 guys to jump this person.
I mean, if I'm gonna be honest, I was mainly just speaking out loud. The next phase of that was just gonna be me putting bombs in the food or whatever and just shoving it into his mouth or something.
I feel like that would get noticed.
But what if it wasn't?
What would our role to poison people be? To make poison?
Poison? I don't think that's actually an edge. Arsenal's only really like, Arsenal's either like weapons, fleets, vehicles, ordinances, bombs.
May I suggest, intelligence plus science?
I was gonna say like intelligence plus science would be poison.
Okay, actually serious point this time around. I think the more pressing issue is whether or not he'll die from a single shot to the head, because from what I understand, we are dealing with like this guy isn't like normal at the very least. So maybe we should get something that's like suppress, so that way he doesn't get a bullet to the head and then immediately like careen his head to the right and see that a guy just shot him.
Well, you see, the fun part is, how are we going to handle suppressors, AC? Have we outruled... I forget what we said about that. Have we outruled them?
I want to say for, like, if how it works is, like, usually special features...
I could just, like, make one.
With Arsenal, you can make one, but how it works, it's more, like, people within, like, a certain... like, outside of a certain radius can't hear it, or someone that might be in the area will hear it. But if you have exotics and Arsenal, you can craft the Hollywoods. You have a chance to make the Hollywood suppressor.
The issue wasn't like, how do we acquire one? It's how do we run that as a mechanic without it being OP?
How it would work is that that if you fire it, if somebody walks by the building, they will hear it. If there are people walking by the building, they'll hear it go off, but people at the library won't hear it.
I mean, actually, I guess that's kind of redundant anyway, because the fucking glass is going to break.
Also, they'll hear the glass.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, if I was the only one that was thinking about the glass.
I'm just trying to put some. I feel like we need like 80 different contingency plans.
You know what I think? I think we should jump him with 4 guys if he gets hostile. I think jumping him with 4 guys would be plenty. JoJo kicking him.
No, I don't think that would actually work that well, because then we would have no one surveying like the background or anywhere else, and we'd get like jumped.
Wait, okay, so how many people do we have set up in this planning to have set up in this library? You have me, Steph, Jerry, who else? Nor?
I see Olympus Company logo in the top right.
We can see the YouTube video you're playing for the music.
Wait, you can? What the fuck?
Oh, okay.
Wait, the stream can't, but we can.
Also, we can no longer hear the music unless.
Oh, I paused it because there was a song I was saving. Can you see the YouTube video now?
No,
it's gone.
That's very funny.
I mean, like,
oops.
okay, hold on a second. Taking wresting back control of the situation rather quickly. So I'm thinking, and it's like we definitely got multiple opportunities to take this guy out even before like our date. And I think we're thinking a couple days ahead right now, when in reality, at the very least, we can kind of get some like optics on like the kind of meetings this guy has.
True, and
Because like I said, he's gonna be coming here today. I got that information already from very nice librarian lady.
I would like to see before we take him out if he's any part of a conspiracy, because it sounds like he works with other people that have a punch, the power of a bullet.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to know more about that.
You know, that's also a very good point, because I'm gonna be honest.
I don't want somebody with a bullet punch chasing us.
I will say.
I don't want a mantis shrimp man to murder the shit out of me.
I will say, when the waitress said, when Mantis Shrimp Punch Man did his punch, Ken got the fuck out of there. He ran. I just want to bring.
Ken was in a different booth, correct?
No,
like,
Ken
he wasn't part of that conversation.
He wasn't a part of that
Oh.
conversation.
Oh, I
He
thought
was
they were
just
sitting
there.
together.
He was just
So
there.
completely. All right, we don't have to worry about Mantis Shrimp Man. Completely unrelated guy.
Oh man, we have a whole other investigation to do then.
Yeah, there's like a whole other people. That's like some whole other seemingly unrelated bullshit.
I thought they were sitting together.
We have
No,
layers.
I literally expressed that Ken looked distressed and then placed money down and ran out the moment
It has
things were
been a
looking hairy.
week.
I thought that I thought he was distressed because of of the wait staff.
Don't worry, that's why I'm explaining it now. But yeah,
Thank you.
there was a fight, and he was like, fuck this, I'm out, and he just ran.
All right, so we should ask him about Mantis Shrimp Man.
Let's say,
We can probably ask him something like, oh, so we heard from at the waffle shop that there was this crazy guy that punched the person's head off, and you were there. What was the deal with that?
Okay, but do we ask him that before? I was gonna say before or after we kill him with hammers, but I'm pretty sure we can't ask him afterwards.
We'll probably ask him like after the end of the interview, all casual like.
Yeah, okay, that's probably a good idea.
I don't think that we're gonna kill him right after the interview. I think we're gonna have some more investigating.
Yeah.
Also, AC, do you want to go longer for this session because we kind of started late?
oh,
We
we
did start
started
late.
we started later. I kind of wanted to go just a little bit longer.
What time were you thinking?
Good time.
I can go another hour.
Would half an hour?
I mean, I
Would
know you can. I'm not
I'll
sure
say-
about Sim though.
I was say, would half an hour be too much?
Sim, what about you?
Half an hour, 30 minutes.
Half an hour would probably be fine, yeah. I keep forgetting I'm on push to talk for this.
I didn't know that Sim had a good sleep schedule.
I just have to
doing worse,
wake
he has
up
a
at
job.
a reasonable hour for work, or else I die at 3 o'clock.
But yeah, I was gonna say, I figured that's I'll do 30 more minutes. But as you're all talking about your plans, Dr. Arkham, you notice the bell for the door go off, ding, and you see somebody walk through. And this is like somebody with incredibly messy hair. So, do you go like kind of like nudge towards like go back and nudge towards the group that like he's noticed something off, or do you think this is just nothing of note?
I'm gonna just press the button on my walkie just to sort of psh, psh, everyone.
So you're made aware of that, but you notice something. She's walking up towards you. She's not looking at you, but she's like walking towards the area, and she's getting closer and closer, and she's almost like face to face with you, and she's incredibly messy. But she has a smirk. It's like, this is the area, right? This is the
Okay, wait. Like, is she addressing us like now, or is she just kind of like speaking to the air?
She's like,
Talk to
she's
me.
addressing Arkham, but she's kind of glancing at you guys in the back.
This lady looks like she's from the lady from Mouthwashing.
Is this
Shelley Duvall.
I have a meeting coming up here really shortly. Is this occupied?
Oh, you're talking to Ken in a minute,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, how did you know that?
Well, I heard from the librarian that there's going to be somebody coming here later to talk to him, and you seem like a bookworm.
Wait, I would like to ask. So, are we currently around the table?
You're sitting, like, I would say Arkham's outside the booth, and I would say everybody's, like, around the table.
Alright, I'm gonna quickly, like, kind of just step away as she approached, just so, because if I'm gonna be the one that's kind of impersonating the writer, then I don't want my face to be particularly noticed.
So you kind of cower back there. She's like,
I'll be in earshot.
oh yeah, funny enough, the meeting was supposed to be in, I also kind of ran late. I had to get my camera ready. But the meeting was supposed to be in 5 minits.
Oh wait, are you the director for the movie thing? Camera.
Well,
You don't tell me anything you're not comfortable telling me. Like, it's fine. I just figured I'd ask.
We're trying to keep something on the down low. I guess word gets out a little too quickly.
Well, out of character, I guess I'm continuing with this bit. So I'm with a local kind of like journal. I'm with the local paper.
Oh, right.
And I was looking to get an interview with, I suppose, the producer, and I guess you by proxy. If you are the director, I don't know if you are or not.
I am.
Okay. Yeah, no. So I mean, obviously, I was kind of hoping to. I'll admit, I didn't necessarily. I mean, I know you're both quite busy, so I didn't necessarily have a perfect time to kind of, I guess, catch you guys. I suppose the best word would be, but like once you two were done with your meeting, and if you don't mind, it's just kind of like, waiting it out. I suppose maybe afterwards we could just kind of come by real quick and have a little bit of a, just kind of like a quick like little bullet point discussion.
That'd be great. Just can you promise to release the meeting? Release your information to the press. Like, give it 3 days before you release this.
No, of course, no worries. If anything, this would probably be something that we really, because we want the town. We're kind of in the middle. We're in like the Midwest. This kind of stuff doesn't really normally happen around places like these. So, at the very least, we'd be probably putting it out maybe like a little bit closer to the movie, maybe even afterwards. We can be like, hey, we had these like famous directors and stuff here, and it'd be cool because that way we can kind of like publicity. Get people to show up, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Did we get her name?
Oh right, sir. I did not ask your name.
Watson. Sheila Watson is my full name. Nice to meet you.
Sheila. Okay. Excellent. So yeah, no, just I suppose you probably want to wait for him like somewhere like like relatively nice, like maybe just by like the window or something.
Oh,
probably.
Oh, he always meets right here. Like that's his spot.
All
This
right.
is his spot. He actually likes sitting on that spot right there. She kind of points to where actually she kind of likes sitting where you were sitting before you went to meet me.
I guess for just some additional context, where specifically, like, where are we sitting in the library? Like, was it anywhere that was like remotely visible?
You're sitting
like,
at
any
the
window
table,
space?
and the window is shining on the table. Like the window.
Okay, so Joshi could have seen us from this perspective, or no?
Joshi could have seen you guys.
All right, cool. So that's great. All right, perfect. No, yeah, that's awesome. Here, so then in that case, this is like your normal spot. We'll go somewhere else, and we can just kind of wait for later. Great. Thank you so much. I really appreciate this.
No problem. She hope you don't mind. She kind of like slips in to take a seat. and she's just, and I will say this will be a difficulty 3 because he's barely out of sight. But Virgil, can you make a stealth plus composure check? Difficulty 3 for her not to spot you as she kind of waltzes on in.
Alright.
Actually, difficulty 4.
Alright, my excuse will be bathroom otherwise. Give me a second. Okay. So, what was the stats again? Composure and what? Stealth?
Composure and stealth. Composure is the attribute. Stealth is the skill.
Alright, so that will be 3 and 3.
Roll it. Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I'm just I need to get used to these dice roll commands. Got a book to my face. Can't see it.
Oh, you rolled it in the session chat.
Oh, fuck. Okay, I got a
snippet.
Success, everybody.
Screen snippet and put it in there, but okay.
Alright.
You get your success. She walks in and like you should be like in the corner of her vision, but she doesn't notice you. Like you see, as you're kind of like hiding behind like a shelf that obscures you from the entrance, she kind of walks inward and you see her walk and take her seat, and she somehow doesn't see you.
I got a book in my face. I'm reading.
Like
Also, sorry, but like, can we move the advice channel above /gen chat? It feels weird having to go in between that one.
there we go.
Yeah. Thanks.
Anyway, so as you do this, so you guys, you're heading off. You're just kind of like gonna leave the library, but then you hear a bell go off, like the bell that goes off when a door enters, and you're all walking. And you see somebody just walking through the front entrance. Oh, we get good. And the figure resembles Ryan Gosling.
The image for
I was half
our
expecting.
side is the
the
Olympus
music's
company
back.
over the map.
Oh, wait, is it still Limbus Company? It's not even playing
Oh.
Limbus Company. I'm playing a
I was gonna say,
soundtrack.
this is not Limbus Company music.
I'm playing a
Ethan.
song
Yeah.
from Dog's Life for the PS2.
It might have defaulted.
Fucking what?
It might have glitched out and went to this like weird shot that for some reason has in its memory for some reason.
The
or
stream
some
doesn't
shit like
see
that.
it. Twitch and YouTube don't see
Yeah.
it, so it's fine.
Oh, okay. Wait,
Uh,
do you want to just reset the Discord then?
I might
Discord stream?
I might reset the Discord stream. Yada yada yada. Don't tell me how it was going. That's a bunch of bullshit. I probably should have turned on. Probably should have done this before. Okay, here we go.
Okay, now I see her.
Uh,
Okay, so where are we in relation to Ryan Gosling?
You guys are walking out the entrance. You guys are walking out the exit, and it's like a one-way door, entrance and exit. And you guys are going out. He's coming in.
Okay, so we can see him, but he's not inside yet.
He's inside, but you're like right about to leave.
All right, so what are we like face to face?
Yes, you are. All of you except for Sack and Seven are face to face.
I'm just gonna continue walking out. I wasn't paying attention.
I mean, well, you're gonna like. I mean, we said that we were planning on having an interview.
Oh wait, I thought that
And
was
I
a
guess
different day.
I mean, no, I was saying like right after this. So I mean, like,
Did
unless
Jerry and Arkham see this?
Jerry and Arkham you guys are kind of leaving from the back, but you do see him.
Okay.
So
Okay,
should I stay behind then?
What is Seven and Zach doing right now?
You guys are still at like the abandoned building, kind of like maybe making your way to the library, but you're not there.
Okay, question. Where is the librarian like desk in relation to where we currently are?
Like, it's right next to the end. It's to your guys' left, Ryan's right, or Ken Anderson's right.
All right, I'm going to just kind of act like I wasn't really paying attention and say, "Excuse me, sir," as I go up to the librarian and start asking for recommendations.
Because
Because he doesn't know what we look like, right?
right. He does not know what you guys look like. He's, so...
Yes, and I'm gonna, like, kind of, like, put my hand over Steph's shoulder and say, like, we're looking for, like, something sci-fi or fantasy, just some good road book learning. I mean, reading.
Oh, are you the email, people, perhaps?
Is he asking us?
Yes.
Oh, are you the, book guy? Oh, wait, shit, what was his, like, official, like, role?
Publisher.
Oh, are you the publisher?
Yes, I am.
Oh, nice. Are you here to talk about a movie? I saw that there was a woman here just now. I think I overheard something about her meeting with you.
What movie? We're just here for a recreational talk, you know, just to catch up on things.
I see. So, do you want to keep up with the current date we have set?
Wait, are you're the ones who emailed me?
We are.
Awesome. Yeah, funny enough, I was about to say that works out better because I'm in the middle of something right now.
Oh, what are you doing right now?
We're with another client at the moment. You know, the jig's up. You've met her already. Very messy, but great director. She has all sorts of creative promise, you know. I really think that she's gonna be a star with this one.
Oh, wow. You know, I've wanted to be in a movie for a very long time. Do you have any room for background extras?
I mean, the festival's just gonna have a bunch. If you just do shit at the festival tonight, just go for a ride, walk around, then it should be enough. But if you want to discuss, if you're so eager for business, we can discuss this. I didn't know you were in town. I may move it down to Friday if you need me to.
I think our current time works well. What do you think, Steph? Do you think our current time works well?
Yeah, something just came up actually. I'm gonna get going, but I mean, no, we can definitely, we can keep the time, but yeah, no, I'm just gonna.
Oh.
And yeah.
Oh, God,
Steph just starts walking ahead of you.
Well, don't mind me. I was just looking for some book recommendations. So, feel free to continue on with what you're doing.
Oh, actually, I have all sorts of book recommendations.
Oh, do tell.
There's one book we were getting publishing. Unfortunately, the big wigs are kind of, you know, delaying it, and we're trying to work something out. It was Realm of the Heartbroken or something. It's a fantasy novel. Though there's a shot in the modern world, it's a flashback. I think we're shooting that here. Though it's a fairly low budget thing. And there's also, some other books, like, I think Wuthering Heights is a good one. That's a certified classic, you know. Big fan of Edgar Allan Poe and the more macabre kind of stories, you know? I always dig the more bone-chilling type of stories, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. So that first one that he mentioned, that was the thing that Sarah mentioned, right? Was that did Sarah give her book title?
Sarah, Realm of the Heartbroken. That was Sarah's book.
Oh, that first one sounds interesting. You said that it wasn't getting published yet.
It's gone through some stuff, but I negotiated a little devil's bargain, you know, with the higher-ups. Meaning that, unfortunately, the book will be in delay, but we can get the adaptation done in such a way to where we could actually get the adaptation out before the book.
Oh, who's writing this book? Sounds interesting.
An old co-worker of ours. Sarah
Old.
Johnson. She kind of went off the deep end. She thinks I stabbed her in the back or something. Couldn't be farther from the truth. And there was something in those cigarettes of hers. She must have gone crazy. Which is a damn shame. It was a really good book, too. I was really looking forward to publishing that.
What? So, out of character, do I know the publishing company? Was that mentioned on the website?
They were just called, like, Johnson's Creative Publishings.
I'm trying to think. Okay, so you said I could spend a willpower for hints, right?
Right.
Alright. Can I spend a willpower to see if there's anything in particular I'm missing? Because I'm trying to, like, recall everything on the spot.
Alright, you spend your willpower.
Yeah.
I gave the full name now, Johnson's Creative Publishings. It was said on the resume that he works there as a marketer for his publishing firm. You also remember the story that Sheila told you about him meeting her, using his weird powers to drain her creativity, and he snagged the book and said he was publishing it, but ends up keeping it to himself, and then he gaslit all of his co-workers and some of her friends into believing that it was some publishing deals and that she's taking it a bit too seriously.
You mentioned something in the cigarettes, and her saying something about backstabbing you. What could have led to this? What could it be in the cigarettes?
The cigarettes was an offhanded comment. Forgive me. Quite juvenile. What I meant to say is that, well, we wanted to deal for, $3 million. For a flat $3 million rate once it got successful. She wanted royalties, and, look, we couldn't work out the deal, and she was ride or die about this, and the book was already signed. So the book was already signed and shit, and yeah.
Well, I'm trying to think of what else to ask here. Well, I can't wait to get to our interview. I am going to check out some books that you recommended. Don't mind me. I'll just be reading. I'll let you be on your way.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Hang on. I just need to email a colleague about something. He pulls out his phones. And he seems to be typing something.
Oh, while he's typing, now I remember something else I wanted to ask. Oh yeah, by the way, I recently went to the Waffle House, and there was mention that an incident occurred. What happened? I heard that you were there.
Man, I just wanted some fucking food. And there's this guy, pink circular glasses, some fucking John Lennon glasses shit, but he was like shaved. He was built kind of stocky, kind of like that guy in the back. He points to Jerry. And he just said, and all I remember is the conversation, dollar bills passed, and him going laughing like a fucking lunatic. He was like, he was like, and I'll do my best impersonation of him. Say, we're done? You think you just walk in here and think we're done? And he said some shit about that. And he laughed in this guy's face. This guy was like tall too. It was some tall, muscular dude. And I don't know, they both look like they have some skeletons in their closet, if you know what I mean.
Wait, whenever he says both, like, is he referring to like the guy that died?
The guy that died and the puncher and the punchee.
Oh, did it seem like they had history together or something?
Quite. It looked like they were having a bit of bad beef. They looked like business partners. I don't know too much. They he said he was laughing, and and then I try to go back to eating my fucking eggs and bacon, and I hear a wham! His fist collided into the table, and I didn't want any part of this, so I just fucking ran. I ran as far as I could. I probably could have taken him. Ignore that, but I needed to get out of there. But apparently he killed the guy in one punch to the skull. Well, not one. Apparently, people thought he died in one punch, but this glasses man, he kept going. Wham, wham, wham. And as I was running, it sounded like someone was taking a construction tool to the ground as I was leaving. Wham, wham.
That's crazy.
And as I was getting in my car, I hear him shouting, "Look at that, man! Look!" Like he was fucking bragging about it.
Jesus Christ, that's nuts.
He walks out, and I slam, and I'm scared. I don't know if I should drive on out of there if I look suspicious. But I see him walk up to his car, and he pulls out, and he's laughing with a wad of bloody dollar bills in his hands. And he's all like, laughing. This wheezy little laugh, like... And I remember him saying is, "Pretty tight." Counting his money, opening the door, slamming it shut. And then he peels out of there. Hair in my mouth. Anyway, and he was fucking nuts. And that strength, too. Killed a man with his bare hands. Apparently, on my way out, though, something did seem off with the corpse that the guy he killed.
I feel off about the corpse?
I don't know. Maybe it was the blood you lose. Maybe he lost a lot of blood, but he was kind of shriveling up.
Shriveling up?
Yes.
Like the body was still there, or was it like a normal shriveling? Was he just emaciated, or was he like disappearing?
It was like half a second before I only saw it for half a second, but when on my way out, I just saw it almost looked like he was getting slightly emaciated.
Crazy. I'm sorry you had to deal with that. To change the topic to something lighter,
I would love to. Thank you.
Whenever, so you mentioned this person that you met up with for this book. Did you work with anybody else? Perhaps that person hurt her, or were you always working solo and dealing with this author?
Semi-independent. None of my clients know each other. I had a client that worked off of North Carolina. They had a unfortunate incident in the concert when a piece of pyrotechnics burnt them to a crisp. Apparently, the people there said it was their best performance ever, though. So I guess it was a plus.
Concert? What concert?
Metal band. They were kind of indie. Probably wouldn't have heard of them.
What are they called?
I think it was like New York Death Sticks or some shit.
New York Death Sticks. Is this something I should write down? For like, I'm just curious if you're making this up on the spot.
I made that up.
I had the band. I don't need to make a note then.
I had the band up in a while. The name was improv'd.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Should I write down this note? I don't know if this is intended to be a hint or not.
Well, see, the trick is just
I don't know
because
if this
the
is too
DM made
meta or
something
not.
up on the spot doesn't mean it's not important later.
Here, can somebody else write it down while I'm kind of thinking of ideas here? So a concert. How long ago was this concert?
Months ago, years. It all already happened. Everyone's all far away from it.
Where was this?
California, Northern California.
Oh, okay, so far from here. So you said that you mainly work alone. Like, did this person work with anybody else from the business, this author?
No, the author didn't know anybody. The author was independent. She did, however, well, to my knowledge, she was contractually independent, but she did make some friends at the office.
Oh, friends.
I don't know their names. They were just people at the front desk. I don't deal with them.
Do you have anybody that you work with that possibly has a bad reputation with people? Perhaps you met with one of them.
Are you a detective?
I'm trying to figure out why the hell this author would have such a bad time with you. You seem so nice.
I guess that's understandable.
Do I need to roll manipulation?
Like your ass is asking an insane amount of questions.
I'm
actually.
I'm talking with my new friend. I am having a time.
Difficulty 4, manipulation.
I'm chatting.
I would say manipulation plus. You're having a.
Hey, what's up?
I like
just
this
met.
guy.
Tell me all your darkest secrets.
I like this guy, and I want him to have
Tell me
a happy
about that time that guy you knew died.
Persuasion plus manipulation. That's your check. Difficulty 4.
What? There is no persuasion plus manipulation. Wait, yeah, there is. There is.
I literally am looking at a character sheet right now.
I was looking at the wrong thing.
I literally have the receipts.
You do have the receipts. All right.
He'd be asking questions.
He's like, there's no such thing. They're not charging $19.99 for the fish fillet. I'm looking at the receipts. It says $19.99.
I thought manipulation was persuasion. All right.
I hope you enjoy the ominous song from Dog's Life for the PlayStation 2.
All right, give me a second as I try to figure out what numbers these are.
His ass is inquisitive. Bro is asking questions.
He's kind of like giving you like what I can only describe, unfortunately, as the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson eyebrow.
This guy came to me. I'm chatting. I'm having fun with my new friend.
But he says,
I'm the one asking the question. I mean, yeah, but like, you don't just start asking your new friend, like, hey, man, so how about that guy who died right in front of you? That was crazy.
I'm asking about an author. I'm asking about why
I will
author
say,
had such an issue. Like, this is the guy that I am going to be interviewed by. I want to make sure that he's chill.
Let me be fair. I should have been harsher at the guy who died, but I will say because you got him off the subject and he's desperate to not talk about that, he's easy to answer any questions that's not that.
This guy is talking about a guy that died like in front of him while we were at the place that had a broken table.
He probably shouldn't have, but oh well.
This is a crazy thing I'm hearing. Yeah, I'm gonna ask about it.
I mean, bro's also kind of like shaken by it.
This guy said that the guy was dissolving.
He also kind of mumbled that he could take him, quote unquote.
This guy's saying more crazy shit than I'm saying.
And you see, like the old lady at.
Okay, can I re-roll that, or am I out? Like, can I use more willpower?
Do you? How much willpower do you got?
I have 3 more.
Do you want to spend 1 more? You can.
Okay, I'm gonna spend another. I didn't think I'd be using this much willpower.
I mean, this could be some a check that gets you to not step on a mine and jib yourself, but oh.
I have. Okay, wait. Is there anything that I get for being at like 1 willpower?
The critical information.
Do I get any debuffs for being at like 1 willpower or something?
I think there is. I think 1 willpower, like, but it has to be 1. But
all right. I'm going to 2.
Okay, so you kind of get him to like. He's like,
what the fuck?
Okay, you fumble it and you look like you're gonna get him to ease up a little bit, and then you kind of do, and then he's like, huh. But you see him as he's like, yeah, don't worry. But he's like on his phone typing something while he's talking to you. He's still answering questions, but he's on his phone.
Well, this has been a great talk. I'm gonna go check out this box.
While they're talking, Dr. Arkham bumps into Jerry and just looks up at him. Oh, I'm feeling a bit tired. Maybe I should get out of here.
You go back to the bus or
Oh,
you want me to
we
go
can head
with
this
you?
way. Yeah, that's probably best. He's sort of
Alright.
putting like a hand on his chest, and he nods his head towards the back door.
Alright.
Wait, may I say something quickly?
AC, I got a question.
Oh,
So since me and Seven are back at the abandoned building, and I'm watching his back, do me or him see and notice anything or any fuck shit going on?
it depends on the direction you're looking. If you're looking
Um,
towards the building, you'd probably just see like a bunch of like figures maybe behind the glass door.
Wait,
I
I want
sorry.
to emphasize. I want to
What-
emphasize when I said I'm gonna go. I left the bit. Like I'm just waiting outside in a place where I don't think that guy will be able to see me.
Also, I have the
Okay, real quick, I have to point this out because some of this is in play right now. Fucking, I actually, I DM'd, I posted in my private Dice channel. Me and Zach were on our way back. I saw the Omni Gosling, grabbed Zach by the shoulder, and we ran back to the abandoned building immediately.
I will
And
say
I started radioing fucking Arkham.
Wait, sorry, wait. Can I mention something about the dice roll bot? I think it's wrong because I got a crit.
you got a crit, but you got 1, 2, 3, 3 successes, but you got 1 critical one, which
3 on a
means
difficulty
and don't
of 4.
but don't worry, Bone. I am doing a plus side with this. I'm doing a positive. You just have to trust in the plan. Josh, you
Okay.
continue.
So like it's really funny because it's like I did this in hushed tones and it's very funny. So like yeah I guess to give it slightly some explanation here, me and like Zach are back at the building and I've radioed Arkham, but I'll reveal what is said between me and Arkham later.
The pair of 10s or big fires automatically adds 2 successes. I will say as he's typing on his phone, the little nudging between Jerry and Dr. Arkham goes completely unnoticed by him because he's too busy being locked into his phone. And it kind of makes I'm kind of unsure about like the specific crit because like the rules say a crit should be like 2 successes. That's 1 success.
It could be that this bot just doesn't account for everything.
2 of them. We'd have to look at this because the wiki is kind of like weird about this specific scenario. I would have to actually crack open the book and go over this till later.
Yeah, like I'm fine with also like the thing being just like re-rolling failures. I just was like, I thought the book said that was like full re-roll, so it might just be that this bot just doesn't account for everything.
Yeah, but I will say the upside is that Jerry and Arkham could sneak out completely unnoticed because he's too busy being on his phone, and I'll give that. So if you guys do any like stealth, his eyes are distracted.
Just making sure. Do I know about the abandoned building? Like, could I go in there and be with the other 2 guys, or am I in the dark about that? I just wanted to make sure.
It depends if they they kind of, I will say they kind of looked at it, though, they kind of looked at the building or whatnot. However, they could have, Seven could walkie-talkie, I want to say Seven walkie-talkied you about the building, is that right? Or am I wrong? Earlier, when Seven, Josh, when you recap...
Yeah, did that happen, Josh?
Wait, did I radio everyone or who?
No, way back at the beginning, before the secret dice roll stuff. You had said you recapped what you knew when you guys were still at the table before they walked in, right?
Yes.
So that should be they know about the building. They know about the abandoned building, right?
All the players, yeah, they should know.
Yeah,
because
all the players.
I think we told Virgil that, and I think Virgil told everyone else.
Oh yeah, well, I thought we already discussed. Like, I thought
Okay,
we
yeah,
discussed that
then
ahead of
yeah,
time.
I just wanted
everyone
to
knows.
make sure because like I figured I might as well go in there as well and just like make sure that we're grouping up kind of.
Wait, I just realized. Do you think I could use my amulet to detect if there really is anything supernatural nearby?
If you let me check the edges. If you think you can make the roll, the difficulty won't be as bad as last time because like you were to try to detect something that was like kind of crossing state borders. The last time you used it.
So it was wits and occult, right?
Yeah, so it's sense the unnatural, wits and the occult.
Yep.
Range. I'll give a difficulty 3 on this one.
All right, here we go. I got exactly 3 dice.
Oh boy, here we go.
6, 7, and 7.
6, 7, 7.
Yes.
Let me type that. Okay, so you notice it tells you the block of the Bleasness district that that a supernatural entity is in. You feel it like glowing. It's in.
Look at this.
It's in the same district. From your senses and the vibes, you can tell it's in the same district you guys are in.
And Zach like really points at that stuff. It's like 7, 7. Look, there's something bad here, or something unnatural, at least in the city block. 7.
I walk into the building as you're like pointing this out the 7. I'm just like, yeah, no shit. Sorry, hi, I'm here now.
Wait, what do you mean? The guy who literally looks different to everyone who perceives him might not be natural.
Hold up, since we're in the actual like setting of the abandoned building, fuck it. Hey, Demar, let's just take our DMs to like actual talking here. Well, I'm radioing Arkham.
Well, I mean, when you said go out the back, is the back the way that's facing the abandoned building?
I just meant like any alternative exit that isn't the front.
Oh well, yeah. He's just heading towards the building.
Whenever I'm able to get like the baton, could I do like an insight check or something to see if this guy is hiding something? Well, not really hiding something. A part of me is like, is this actually our target, or is somebody else manipulating something? Like, is somebody else possibly doing shenanigans around this guy?
It's like, you may try after the meeting.
Alright.
But when you get the baton. So the final, so that you'll probably cap off everything. So everybody, so Joshie, what were you doing? What is 7 doing?
7 still keeping a surveillance on the general area outside the front entrance of the library. Is there, so I assuming when Zach said, hey, there's some supernatural shit going on, he like definitely heard him say that, right?
Right.
Wait, did we remember to grab our shit from the item box from the bus?
I kind of just assumed we geared up with our stuff we started with.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I'm not gonna have my rifle trained on him because I don't want to take him out yet. Nor do I want to add suspicion to a possibility that they might notice me with a fucking rifle.
That's the...
Would I need the... Can I make a roll to see if I spot anything kind of off? Like anything like cars or like maybe like general group of people outside when I'm surveilling the entrance?
Would wits be our kind of perception equivalent on attributes?
Would wits be...
Like you keep your wits about you?
I would say wits is a part of the attributes. Why you ask?
I mean, for Josh's sake.
Yeah. Would I like make a wits check?
It would be a wits check. So you're surveilling the area?
Yeah, like just general area of the entrance, seeing if I notice anything weird with anyone that's nearby.
Would it be streetwise or inside? Inside's like people. Awareness, probably.
Wits plus awareness.
Wits plus awareness. What difficulty?
You're just looking around. I'd say 3 for now. Also, oh no, I accidentally hit the forward button too many times. It forwarded me out of the fucking
what
playlist.
The fuck? I failed that one. Shit. That was stacked in my favor too. Shit.
Okay, so
his ass is not seeing.
so you look around and you just see people. You see a car go by. It's normal. You just see and like you see a car go by, but that's really it. You see people like further down close to the library, but nobody's walking down around the path. It's rather like it's less occupied on your block. That's all you really know.
Damn.
Also, yeah. But as you're looking around, does anybody have one more thing they would like to do before I give the baton to the final person?
I mean, I was kind of hoping for everybody to be back at the building when this happens, but I genuinely don't know what's gonna happen to Bones. So I feel like I should bring this up now just to be safe?
Probably, yeah.
So, okay, so for the record, I did kind of leave Virgil a little bit to that guy because, well, I don't know how else to put it, but yeah, I didn't really like I don't really like whatever deal this guy has. But something that he said to him before I left kind of gave me a little bit of a theory about what's going down. And
What you got?
I think it's a bit I think we may need to move a little bit faster on this guy. So, just to making sure, you said that the festival like thing for all the extras and stuff was going to be tonight?
Yes.
Yeah, so
Well, it's gonna be happening over the course of multiple days.
The festival will happen
the thing
multiple days.
specifically, but like when specifically is the thing with the extras and the filming stuff happening?
Tonight.
Yeah, so that part specifically stuck out to me in the way he was describing it to Virgil, because because Virgil made a pass about wanting to be an extra in the film, and the way he described it made it sound like simply just being there and being around that thing would quote unquote have the effect. And obviously you can just interpret that as having the effect of being an extra. But I think this guy, because like he can take people's creativity. What if he's trying to do it on like a mass scale?
Probably is.
Like, it sounds like whatever film he's recording, he's trying to get as many people into it as possible so he can just suck shit out of them. Because like, he didn't even need to finish the whole like book deal with that girl before he got what he needed from her. So like, if you just need to be in the film, if you just need to be in the background to be in the film, quote unquote, I don't necessarily think it's about like, like just like making a deal with anybody. I think it's just being in like a picture or like a work that he's making. So like I think we're maybe a little bit off the mark here with with trying to assassinate him in the library. I think we need to go to the fucking festival.
That would give us the element of surprise.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, that's my 2 cents.
So you're all thinking.
Jesus.
You're all thinking. You're thinking about this scheme, this hatch, and tonight, and you're thinking. And the sense of urgency fills you. I do want to ask so for Jerry's sake, because Sim, you're awfully quiet. Does Jerry have anything he wants to pipe out before I go to Bone, Virgil?
So we should avoid the cameras, is what you're saying.
Yeah, or at the very least, we should be behind them, and if we can kind of like. I mean, I think the optimal strategy here is whatever film is happening in town, you just need to get rid of however they can actually like, I guess record it. Yeah.
It's time to break out the Juggalo makeup.
I don't think Juggalo makeup prevents them from stealing your creativity essence.
I guess the final thing I'll ask, unless anybody had one more thing they wanted to
do.
say. All right, you go.
Zach's just gonna look up this stuff. He's like, "What do you think? What do you think will happen when we take him down? Like, do you think people's creativity will be returned to them?"
I mean,
Maybe they're not.
ideally it'll be like when they open up the fucking Ark of the Covenant and like a bunch of like creativity beams will go back into people. It'll all be sunshine and rainbows, but I don't know. I'm more in line with Mr. Pessimist over here. Probably nothing.
Well, actually,
Well, either
there is a
way,
distinct possibility it might work like they did in Space Jam with their basketball powers.
You know, I didn't.
Maybe
I
the
didn't
camera
consider
has
this-
all the creativity in it, and we have to give it back to
Well-
all the creatives that lost it,
Mhm.
like Charles
well,
Barkley.
well, even if nothing does happen, it's better that we stop him from hurting more people.
Mhm.
That's what we do.
That's what we do.
Yeah. I'll say, Dr. Arkham was Lord Silent. I just wanted to double check because I don't want to just end it without some.
Oh, he's just heading up to he's heading up to the building where the others are. He's just doing it slowly.
Oh,
Uh,
I thought you guys were already here. because
But
Jerry's
as
here.
but
When
as
when
Dr.
gets back,
Arkham,
I just re-explain everything to him when he gets back.
but as Dr. Arkham reapproaches to
Oh, that's
explain,
good.
yeah, we cut back to our final thing, to our second to final before I do my final shot. So, Virgil, what was the dice roll that you would like to do?
Well, first, I'm gonna ask the librarian for any books on Celtic mythology because what was the thing? What was the name of the thing?
Unshere.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find anything about
Sure.
that while also kind of like thinking back on my encounter. What I do, so I want to see if like this guy was like truthful about what he was saying about like not understanding the lady, because this guy, he might be not the actual creature. Perhaps the creature works around him. Perhaps he's a puppet himself. So what would that be, like an insight plus wits?
Insight plus like I would say if you're just trying to observe for cues, I would say insight plus wits.
All
Uh say like insight plus manipulation would maybe be like getting him the Freudian slip. If
At this point, I'm basically trying to remember kind of the encounter and kind of like get my vibe on the guy.
alright. So your roll difficulty, I'll say 3 because the vibe was, because like from what you've been told, the vibe's kind of like, I don't know. So no,
I'm
you-
rolling bad.
I will say there's one critical in there, but you're really unsure. But you have kind of a feeling that he might be the one. You kind of have a feeling.
All right, I have a feeling. All right.
It's a hunch. It's not an intelligent guess. You couldn't tell from his facial cues or whatnot, but he's definitely, you have a hunch. It might, your gut says it's him, but your mind isn't sure.
Okay, because like him, like kind of being, he really seemed unsure. He was picking out like the cigarettes, and so I'm like, okay, this guy's like really getting in on like he's mumbling to himself about. So he seemed very confused.
Yeah, and with our final shot, although I'll say it's still late after like noon, like I'd probably say like 5 p.m. So there's still a quick time to like arrange shit before like nightfall. But I'll show the preview anyway. And the next time, the next week hopefully, prepare yourselves for the festivities.
Ooh, that's nice.
Right.
Ooh, nice music. And now I shall go pee, because I'm about to explode.
And
CRB.
I know this music.
I know you know it. Fun fact, I was saving this for if you guys went to the bar around daytime, but I'm like, I'll just play it as the festival intro.
Now something I think that Zach and Seven are gonna have to watch out for when they're in the building at night is if any interlopers, source engine, if any interlopers come to the abandoned building. If that makes sense.
Yeah. So, this is what my CG of the festival looks like. However, I will say, because of the way this plan is and because of some stuff ahead of time, I will say ahead of time, you'll see the CG, but you will also see a top-down of the festival area with the critical success convenient abandoned building included. Fun fact, I didn't plan for that abandoned building, but I thought for a crit, I thought I'd just slap it into a space I didn't account for. That was entirely improvised.
Alright, I'm back. I blasted the piss out
The
of that
abandoned
toilet.
building was improvised. That's what you missed.
Oh, I mean, didn't you say it was? Alrighty.
Yeah, but also, also you missed this, but you'll be seeing the CG, but something I'll say ahead of time, for the festival, you will be seeing a top-down.
There you go.
This is kind of like closing up and finishing thoughts. If anybody wants to head out early, they can, but before that, does anybody have any thoughts top to bottom? Actually, bottom to top, because I think Sim has to head out, like, first. So, Sim, what did you think of this session?
It's good.
I
I learned a lot. I like the investigation stuff. It's fun.
Yeah, I like it.
Thank you. I figured, like, I remember the Hunter the Roadtrip, like, a lot of it's investigation. I'm like, I like me some investigation. Let's make the clues in the investigation, like, really interesting. I don't know. It was that part I really liked working on, is having hints, and even making hints that you guys didn't discover, and shit. Yeah. But yeah, because it'll be later in the evening, I will say, I'm not gonna say who, but there was an NPC that you guys would have bumped into if you went to the bar earlier in the day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just that we didn't really have much reason to go to the bar.
Yeah.
Alright, so we going to Reboot, or does Sim have any more thoughts?
Does Sim have any more thoughts?
I am done.
Alright, Roboot, Zach, what do you feel? How are you feeling about session 2?
I feel pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. I will say, how was, like, the multiple cuts between the different groups in the area?
Yeah, it's good. I like that.
I kind of viewed it like almost like a movie where the camera's cutting between people.
Oh, I will say, Bone, a suggestion for next time, maybe post like your questions in like the text so we can like get things going and not dwell too long on clarifying things.
I mean, I was trying to think of it on the spot.
It's fine either or.
Wait, you mean my question to the guy?
No, I mean like
on the
like,
game mechanics, he means, and
on game
questions.
mechanics and stuff.
Mechanical questions.
Oh, I mean, weren't they like happening in the moment though?
They were. I'll say it's fine for now. We'll figure it out. Another thing is, do you have any other thoughts about this session of ours?
I like the background music.
Thank you. I feel like, fun fact, this song was the last one on the playlist, but I hit forward too fast, and now I'm no longer in the playlist, so I can't go back.
Also, sorry to interrupt, but I did want to mention also, Robert, if you're talking about like the question about like the crit and like the bot, I mainly wanted to get that out before we move too far ahead, just in case we wanted to roll back a little. So
Oh,
that's
okay.
why I was kind of like trying to get it out there,
Yeah,
because
I just
otherwise
don't
we
want-
would have gone too far.
I just don't want too much of the airtime being dedicated to like
Yeah.
explaining mechanics and stuff.
Yeah,
Which I know
understandable.
was a
It's second too.
concern we brought up.
Yeah, I meant to go over it more before the stream, but that was my bad.
I think that was like just an issue with the bot itself. Us not realizing like, okay, the bot doesn't
Yeah.
account for like being a double dice.
But yeah, that aside, any more thoughts?
No, that's it.
Alright,
I'm good.
Dr. Arkham, do you got any, or Noir, Do you have any thoughts about the session so far?
I'm intrigued and interested, and I look forward to what's coming next.
Thank you very much. Any others, or is that it?
I have thoughts.
Oh,
But Joshy, do you have thoughts?
oh wait, Justin.
Oh wait, I thought Justin said that.
Yeah,
you were,
hi, hello, I'm here too.
I thought you said that you didn't have any thoughts.
No, I don't remember saying anything of the sort.
Oh, okay. I thought you said like.
I mean,
were
I
there
was
any
just
more
gonna say,
thoughts
I mean, if I'm gonna be honest, I just wanted to say, I'm very curious to see how accurate my theory was.
my apologies. I thought like he asked like, does anybody have any more questions? You said I'm good. Maybe I misunderstood. Sorry.
Oh, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's very likely I immediately forgot what I said, or that I said it to begin with.
Oh, do you have any extra thoughts?
No, that was it. But then this was a very good session. I did like it.
All right, now it's my turn. I did like the mini text adventure Seven went on for a brief second before explaining it to everyone, because I was literally like DMing fucking Robu and Noir like while you guys were talking to fucking Omni Gosling.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think I missed a chunk of what you were saying because I got distracted by, wait, is the bot wrong?
No, like what essentially happened was in the Dice channel, like I asked, do I notice like the Omni Gosling at the entrance? They said yes. So I told them, yeah, I'm gonna grab Zach and we're gonna run back to the fucking abandoned building.
Oh.
And then I immediately radio fucking Arkham, because I'm like, okay, hold up, let's see if I can get Arkham and Jerry out of there. Like that was a bit of fun. Like that was a little bit of fun. Just like trying to get like, okay, hold up. They're doing that. I think it would be really fun to do this like when they're actually doing it, and then talk about it on stream like after we get a point.
Yeah.
That's a bit of fun. I appreciate the hidden dice mechanic, or the hidden actions mechanic while something is happening.
I'll say any other things, or is that about it?
I think we're good.
Oh, that was good. Yeah.
I mean, I have thoughts.
Okay.
Oh,
good.
no,
Yeah,
no, no,
sorry,
no.
go
I
ahead.
was saying if Joshy was done, because I was gonna go to you afterwards.
I am done.
Alright, your turn.
Alright. Okay, so one of the events that I really thought was a really cool thing to do was just jump us with the character upon entering of him entering the building. I thought that was really cool. And at that point, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try to avoid him. Okay, he's grabbing my attention. He's noticing me. Time to try to schmooze this guy. Time to try to befriend this guy. I'm gonna try to milk whatever info I can out of this guy while I'm here. And so that's why I was kind of gabbing. It's like, oh, really? The guy was just disintegrating. Wow, that's crazy. What do you mean by that? And he starts mentioning like a guy died to pyrotechnics. I'm like, what? What? In
Like,
public?
don't get me wrong. I understand your inquisitiveness in this whole situation, because he just kept saying a lot of really interesting
He
stuff.
was saying a bunch of
just-
crazy shit. And I'm like, okay, I'm all ears. Tell me more.
If anything, I feel like you should have just picked up on like the, hey, you're asking like an astounding amount of questions like really quickly.
It was being very interesting.
I will say what should have happened was a check for the Waffle House incident, and the rewards would have been if you get his mind off it with literally anything, he'd tell you like anything, just to not talk about what he saw with the man with the pink glasses and his erratic punching.
So all I said was, I heard there was an incident and I saw a broken table. And he was the one that brought up the bullet punch. So like, I brought up nothing crazy. Like, I brought up very like normal things because I was thinking, well, if he wasn't a part of that, I probably can bring this up. It's probably safe to bring up because anybody walking to the Waffle House and talking to like, just talking around, like that was a crazy event. That was something that I could bring up safely. And so I did. Anyway, that was a very cool set piece. I was kind of like thinking, wait, Steph, you're going? What? Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, no, it was like
chat up.
And I was like, I think I have exactly what I needed. I'm going to go.
I will say, I kind of felt almost like, not to toot my own horn, but almost like a show or like a movie like camera person when I was doing the different moving parts. I was like, camera 1, you go. Okay, camera 2, you go. Camera 3, you go. But yeah. Any other closing thoughts?
I think we got it.
All right, this has been the second session of Hunter the Roadtrip. I'm so very glad that you guys are either catching the stream or catching the VOD. As long as you catch the videos, it's honestly welcome. But I'm glad you're able to tune in. If you're wondering if any of us stream, Justin Orange and Joshy stream stuff, Digital Joshy on Twitch and YouTube. And Just and Orange on YouTube and Twitch.
I was gonna add that yeah, I stream tomorrow. I'm going to be finishing Kanto 6 of fucking Limbs Company.
Right.
Yeah. Speaking of that, there's some Olympus Company that was spoiler-free used here. So, hey, yeah. But also,
There you go.
I think I'm gonna head out for the night. And
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
see y'all another time.
Good
I also
night.
go to bed.
Good night.
Alright.
And I'm gonna close out
Bye.
the stream.